Mic check. Where we at with this right here? 1 2 1 2. Let's get these levels right here. Mhm. Let's see if we can get this to pop. Let's see if we can get this to pop. Maybe not. I think they be shutting me down. I think they be shutting that joint down. But we'll see. Get this to pop on that. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. 1 2. Kimi Kali Pally in the building. Happy New Year. What it do? What's good? We hit. Kicking this 2023 whole six world in the building, aka Mr. Smoke, coming to you live. First one of the year, man. Got for the playmaking in the building. Salute. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us. Let me get this to pop real quick. Let's see. We're gonna bring the co-host in. Gonna be warm in the building. Coach chilling. Listen, you went wrong. Let me see. Uh, let me get this. Let me get this intro formally set up like this. Good evening, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Sunday, happy New Year's. It's your host, Ace World, aka Mr. Smoke, coming to you live. Welcome to another exciting episode of Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. Let's go. Nah, man, without further ado, bringing in my lovely co-host, T. Ronnie Robinson.
Hello. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, coming in with the Happy New Year hat. I need the glasses. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna
Okay.
overnight with pair of glasses, but it'll be a little bit later. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Salute to everybody in the building. Hold on, let me bring in Star Child. What's good, Star Child in the house also.
What up, fam? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. What's good, Star Child? How you doing? How's everything?
Everything is good. I am good. Happy to see another year. Um, it's a struggle today, but I made it. You know what I mean? I mean,
We're glad you're here today. We're
Heck
glad you're
yeah.
here. I love to hear
Yeah,
your
thanks for
voice.
coming. Yeah. Like sometimes we gotta fight through the struggle. So thanks for fighting
yeah,
through the struggle. We're gonna try to
absolutely.
make it worth struggle. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to make it worth it.
Always, it's always worth it to be here. I love coming up with y'all. Y'all make me laugh every week. I swear to God, y'all do.
We're gonna get it popping. But you a part of that too. So you know what I mean? Don't try to act
hmm
Yep.
like you're not part of the guilt by association gang. You know what I mean?
Yes, you are.
When you get by
You be bringing
association,
it. You
you be
bring
up
it.
in there. So you in the building. We got Rod 2 Trips in the building. Was good. How you guys doing? I'm a little slow on the trigger right now with this New Year's. It's been a lot of celebrating, a lot of festivating. Um, Let me see my yeah, I got caught slipping. One of my digital wireless mouses got caught one of my wireless mouses got caught sleeping uncharged. Somebody got a little what's that, the fan? The AC? Come on, turn that AC off. It's cold, man.
Is that me?
Thanks, Dillinger. Could be. I don't know. It's coming a little on and off, but we good though.
Okay.
It ain't too crazy.
I'll
Um,
mute it. What? We'll run
No,
it
no, no,
down.
no,
I
no.
can't
Relax,
stop the
relax.
sound.
You good, sis. Relax. Hang on a second. Banks Dillinger in the building. Hang on a second. Let me just try to see if I got enough juice to work the mouse real quick so we can get this joint rolling. Let's see. We're gonna be going on and off with this, man. Sometimes you get caught slipping. This has never happened to me before. Like, real or cap?
That's what she said.
Odds of the cap. Yeah, the odds of the cap on that. That was like one of those. Ooh, ooh. Nah, I mean, this is gonna be a premature mouseolation.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Not the not
We
the
gonna
not, not the premature mouselation. Not that.
premature
Sometimes it
mouseolation.
happens.
But you
It
know what?
does.
But check this out though. I'm back. You know what I mean? Just like that. Quick rebound, man. Sometimes you just gotta get a quick little, you know what I mean? Either Felix King in the building, you know what I mean? And on that note, right after that, shout out, salute to everybody in the chat. Happy New Year to you. Thanks for joining us. Today on deck we have more bang for your buck. Pay for play
Okay.
versus dating. Okay. We're gonna talk about pay for play versus modern dating. Got my man Sin City in the building. I'm gonna drop the link right here because we need some male participation. I think Tony maybe doing the Family Guy thing, so we're gonna drop this chat right here in the link. I mean, I don't know if you guys probably haven't met my man Sin City. He has a hot channel on YouTube. That's my travel partners. You know what I mean? You
Okay.
get it in it.
Okay.
But on that note, boom, we're just gonna roll into this. The anybody else want to join the panel? Bang, anybody want to
Come
come
on in.
on down as we roll into this slowly but surely. The topic is more bang for your buck. Pay for
Okay.
play versus dating. Okay. So now we're gonna roll into this nice and slow. For example, right? We're weighing out the pros and the cons. And when I mean the pros, we mean the pros. I got pros. I got
In
pros.
different area
I mean,
code.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that is so we're gonna weigh out the pros versus dating, right? So I'm gonna walk into this nice and slow. 2023, right? But let's really brag because we this 2023 is fresh because the stage has already been set. So let's real 2022 heading into 2023, the stage is set, right? We're gonna start with dating, right? So now I'm meeting a nice young lady. Hypothetical situation, of course. Hypothetically, hey miss, what's your name? We're chopping it up. You know, back in my days, since I'm an old head, back in my days, I get the digits. Now you may get IG. You jump in my DM, get on my IG. This the new thing that's going on, right? So boom, we chopping it up. We getting it in there.
Uh-huh.
So now it's
Okay.
yeah, your thing is definitely bootlegging because you went from low to high. Your background is crazy. So keep yeah. But but check it out. So now when it comes to the date, now we go on the first date, right? Got this thing called pretty privilege, right? Know what I mean? Pretty privilege. So they got this thing now, like I guess where if you dating, you want to take you out, you send in a request possibly. This must be some new shit that's going on with the young folks. Like you'll be like, yo, well, I need money to get
Oh.
my hair done. You know what I'm saying? I need some money to get my hair done. So before the date even begins, right? So say this nigga on a budget. Before the date begins, right? It technically has to what we would say you getting a request already. Let me get my hair done and my fingernails done. So send me $100. This is how this shit works now. Apparently, allegedly, right? Allegedly. So before the date begins, so you're actually paying for the date before the date begins, right?
Ah, yes.
Technically, can we wind them down a little bit? Just a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But maybe I can control that from my end. But yeah, technically, it don't sound too bad. Let it roll. Let it roll. Let it roll. It's good. We ain't gonna be too technical. Straight. So you're paying for the date technically. Banks, you can jump on if you want to. The link is in the chat. Because we're gonna keep this panel open. But as the conversation continues, so she wants an advanced payment to get her nails and nails done or some crazy shit like that. Number one, but I guess this is normal now because it's called quote unquote pretty privilege. Right? So I had a video that I was gonna roll on that, but instead of doing that, we're just gonna jump right into it because I'm sure you are familiar with this. Are you ladies familiar with this? Like this kind of shit that's going on right now. I mean, as Gen X's, we may not have been that stuff may not have been it definitely was not on the table in our time coming up. But
I've heard of it, but I'm not a part of it. You know what I mean?
you wouldn't ask to
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear you loud and clear. And the volume is perfect. You good there. So, what about you, Star Child? You familiar with this shit? Are you like
Yes,
you familiar with how
yes,
people?
I have heard of such.
Yeah.
I have never been a part of it. I listened. I listened to another YouTube dude. I'm sure you've heard of him, Poppy the Don. He is a supporter and a participator in this. He was the first person a first man I ever heard talk about such a thing. About,
Mhm.
instead of sending her a good morning, beautiful, send her $400 and tell her to be ready.
That was the nigga in the car. That's the light skinned dude in the car. That's the dude
And
that.
now he's in his and now he's in front of his house. And now he's always talking about that's how he got his wife and the chick that he's with that he did these things with. So basically she's showing you proof is in the pudding. They had a baby recently.
Oh, okay.
But
But
yes.
is that real or cap? Because like I remember this
No, it's
dude.
not cap. No, it's not cap.
He was supposed
I
to
do know women in real time who the men would come to them, whether it was either face to face or through virtual interactions and be like, drop your Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, whatever. And one of my friends, I use the term friend loosely now, not like, what I'm saying, a woman that I know her well, but this dude sent her $1,500.
For what?
Basically saying like, get ready, go out for whatever she needed for the rest of the week. Like, because I guess they weren't going out. I guess I was going to assume, let's say, like, it's a Sunday. I can't take you out till Wednesday or Thursday when my schedule opens up. But here's 1,500. I'll see you then, basically.
And this is somebody they went in a relationship. Like this is.
No, this is a dude he basically his schedule wasn't. Yeah, this was a dude that was. I'm sorry.
Because we both hold on for a second. Courtesy is a motherfucker. That's how we roll, right? Ladies 1st. Go ahead, child.
So basically, this was a dude that basically was approaching her, trying to get to know her. Like you said, old head. This was not a young dude. This was a dude in our age range, because she's my age range, obviously. And this dude basically was like, look, he was like, drop your like I said, your Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, whatever, and whatever method she used, I'm just going to assume was Cash App. And she showed me the receipts in the note. This dude sent her 1,500, and basically the note said, I'll see you on such and such day. Basically be ready.
Oh man, 1,500.
And he didn't specify that he wanted her to do nail. He basically sent it to her like, holla at you on the day we agreed to go kick it. You know what I'm saying?
So was that a prepayment on the box, or was that like just like I'm
here's
trying
the
to figure
thing,
out
but
what
here's the thing.
price.
We're going into the thing. I remember I asked her later, did she sleep with him on the first date? And she said he never brought up sex. It was not a thing. He didn't even bring up the money. It was just
wow.
Ask that nigga if he need a goon on his side, just in case, because it sounds like he overpay for shit.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing though. Like, I've heard of this over time, and then and I know another young lady.
Daddy. He was looking for the daddy thing, kind of. Wait, real quick. I'm sorry to don't let me stop your thunder. Real quick. So it was like she was. What age range is her? Let's slow this down so people out there.
She's in our age range. She's a Gen Xer.
So she's Gen X. So she's 40 plus.
And so was he.
40 plus Gen X, and he's 40 plus. So he leads with his wallet. Let me get to the chat real quick before just hold that though for 1 second. Yes. Romy Rome says, let me think this out. Reading this hard for me. I'm not paying for no hair, makeup, fingers, toes to get some of me. That woman is not getting in a. Wait a minute, hold the fuck up. Let me start this again because
I'm not paying for no hair, makeup, fingers, or toes to get some of me, and that woman is not in a relationship or have an agreement that we are together for now.
Exactly. So that's for exclusive relationships only. That's not if you thank you, T-Roni, for the assist. Bounce pass. That was a bounce pass. Easy. I'm not gonna steal you, but yeah. So basically, that's like those are privileges that like that's supposed to go down if you in a relationship. Like if that's your girl, quote unquote, that's your girl. You know what I mean? and Banks. Hold on, I may have missed Banks. Banks Dillon just says, what does he say right there, sis? Can you catch that?
Straight to it. If you're looking for a relationship, then date. But if you're just looking to do your thing, P4P is probably a better option. No strings attached.
And
Okay.
salute to that. P for P is pay for play, as you see in the
Pay
title.
to play.
No strings attached. Okay, so we're looking at a few different aspects of it. Romy Rome says, Banks, you said it best. Sin City says, salute
Hey,
the ride, 2 trips, salute to everybody. Then go ahead, sis. Get at me.
Banks Dillinger's last one is what I was thinking about when I heard
Let's
Star
check it
Child's
out.
story.
Go ahead.
I know dudes that do it. However, the dudes that do it are D boys and scammers. A regular guy ain't doing all that.
It,
So I
they
go to scammers immediately.
they could be simping though. It could be it could be a simp because a lot of dudes
I was
leave with
gonna
their
say this.
wallet. So go ahead,
I was
ladies.
gonna say that the dude that the young lady that I know that did this with, he's not a D boy or a scammer.
That's
He just has money,
Independent.
I
You're right.
believe he just has money available, and just like Smoke said, I believe he just leads with his wallet to get a lot of that out the way. Um,
got it.
I believe they're still dating. I haven't talked to her in a minute because whatever, my life changed drastically, but she's not she's not a P for P type chick. She's a regular chick like me and Roni is. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Pretty
dating.
girl,
Mm-hmm. Dating.
regular job, natural body, just
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So she's not even in that
Mm-hmm.
arena.
Right.
Exactly.
And
And that
then
falls in the realm
that's
of
good.
dating.
Yes, like she's a regular chick. She's not, you know, what I mean? It's not like she has a platform or IG. She's not any of that. You know what I mean?
Copy. Copy.
So
Copy.
the dude that came at her wouldn't be, he's an older dude, and so he's not that either. I think he's what they would call in our dating world now, what a high value dude, just has a lot of money on his hands, lonely,
Mm.
and he don't have no
Game.
game. So he leaves with his wallet.
That's how I was. Yeah.
Mm. What do we have for
Or
Felix?
I or it could be that it's easier for him to leave with his wallet than to try to run game, because or try to, when I say run game, but you know what I mean, because in our age range,
Yes.
we
That's what
were
we call it.
raised on the get gift of gab. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you're not
Yes.
willing to spend that kind of time. You just leave with your wallet. You understand? Either
Exactly. We're
way,
gonna get into
either
that. Exactly.
either way, he's not. I wouldn't say that this dude, that he's not a D boy or a scammer. I think he's just an older dude whose kids are grown, has money and time on his hands, and is just cutting through the chase, leading with his wallet because it's easier that way.
True.
Interesting.
True indeed. True indeed. I would say that for that amount, I mean, I get it. I mean, he could be a billionaire, gazillionaire for all of the hell I know. You know what I mean? But I'm
Hmm.
like, oh man, I don't know. Ronnie, I see the look on your face. What do we from Felix King over here on the screen, T Ronnie, if you don't mind.
I think the idea of paying for clothes, hair, and makeup for a date is ridiculous. I don't ask a girl for money for my gym membership. we should we should want to put our best self forward regardless. I like that last line.
I do. I mean, it's true.
Right. And that's G because my the way I look at it is like this. Listen, if you don't got nothing to wear, if you need if then you don't need to be on the market putting yourself out there to be dating or to be available to dating, even though you may be asked to date. So for example, if we meet and we kicking it, whatever, they'll be like, well, let me take you to lunch, for example. If you're like, well, I
Hmm.
ain't got nothing to wear, why not? You have clothes on right now. Wash the clothes you have on right now and put those same clothes
They're
on
clean,
Tuesday.
iron it.
They're clean. Iron them, wash them, and let's go. Like, because out the gate, our first date is not going to be a high end event anyway. So it's gonna definitely dress down casual. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of casual, here we got my man Sin City in the building. This my dude Sin City. Sin City, thanks for joining the panel.
Happy
I know
Friday.
we got some info on this. Holler at me, my brother. This is Star Child right here on your immediate left of your screen, and on the far
Mhm.
next to me is T Roni. These are my co-hosts, lovely co-hosts. This is my
Hello,
homie
Sin
Sin City.
City.
What's going on? How you doing? How y'all doing?
Chilling, homie. What's good, man?
Oh, I'm doing outstanding, man.
Happy New Year, my dude. Please like, share, subscribe his channel, travel channel on YouTube. A lot of lit videos, a lot of action, entertainment at its finest. We're talking more bang for your buck. Pay for play versus dating. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What do you got on this, Sin City? I don't know if you well, I saw you in the chat. Thanks for joining us once again. So I'll get you a follow in the combo.
Yeah, I was in there. Yeah.
The high value man leading with his wallet. What do you think? No. I mean, let's talk about it. Give me your take.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know really where to start on this one.
Take your time, because
I'm coming in like the back end of the conversation. So, I mean, what makes this person a high value man? Because he has money? Is that why?
No. I was just saying that was what he would be called in our world, in the terms they use today. I don't know anything about the situation. I was just saying that I know a young lady who has dealt with this, and like I was telling Smoke and Tironi, she is not an IG model. She's a Gen Xer like we are. She's a regular smuggler chick with a natural body, regular life. And the dude that she was dating, I'm not sure if they're still dating now. This was back in the summer. He started out the game by asking her what's your Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, whatever, and basically he sent her $1,500 with the note saying, I'll see you. I guess this was like a weekend, and his schedule wasn't going to be open for them to go out till like the middle of the week, like a Wednesday or Thursday, and he just sent her $1,500 and was like, "I'll see you then." You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about go get dressed. He just basically sent her the money, and then they went on a date. She was just like, he was cool, and it wasn't like he's not a D boy. Of course, if he's a Gen Xer, he's an older dude. He's over 50 from my understanding. And so it's not like he's a D boy or a scammer, like somebody in the chat said. I just believe in our world today, he would be considered what they call a high value man because of his earning potential. If you can send a chick you're just trying to get to know $1,500, then obviously you're
very well off.
Your free cash, your spending level is a little bit higher. But I like I was telling Tironi and Smoke, I just think at our age, the way we were raised, dudes were raised to communicate and have the gift of gab. And I think he's probably past that, and he just leads with his wallet to get in the door. And obviously, if you have that kind of money to do so, that just works for him.
Facts. And let me ask another question on the back end, even though, well, we'll probably know, maybe she disclosed information to you, sis. What was his SVM? And when I say his SVM, that means his sexual market value. Was he, say, for example, a handsome dude like me? Was he like? See me, I'll give myself right now.
It's a shame. Don't answer that question.
Look, I am not falling for banana in the tailpipe, Ronnie. I know better.
I'm gonna give myself an 8. When I was in my prime, I'm a little older now, so I'm gonna give myself a solid 7.2. But because I'm not cut up no more and shit like that. I can't dunk no more. I'm a little older, but I'm not chopped liver yet. So as a 7.2, what was his?
Look at Cincinnati's face.
What was his range on this nigga index? Because if his range
I would
was
say, from what my friend, I'm just gonna call her my friend. From what I know her pretty well, but we're not necessarily like we kid every day. But when my friend told me, he was, if she's got pretty girl privilege like me and Roni, and I consider me and Roni high 9s, I would say high 8s into the 9 range. If we talking about pretty girl privilege and he coming at her, then I would have to give him the same range, a good 7.2. Like he wasn't a bad looking dude, or she probably wouldn't have been fooling with him. You know what I'm saying? Because our 40 plus and 50 ain't the same no more. Smoke, we out here flexing on 30-year-olds.
No doubt. Nah. It's exactly. I mean, it's a little different. I'm not putting a number on it. When I throw the age in there, I'm not putting a number on it.
So I'm assuming that he was a nice looking dude, and she didn't, because Roni understands how women talk. If he was a you know, if he was facially challenged, you know how we do, Roni.
Dusty. If he looked
Facts or
dusty
something
and
like,
he
well, he's
Yeah.
stole some
definitely not
money,
dusty because
then
that
you're
bank
like,
account. No. Dust
no,
means that you not dust ain't nothing dusty associated with dropping
I
50,
mean,
hundred.
dusty
Jay Z
caboodle.
told us
If
that
he could be challenged,
ain't no ugly billionaires out there.
exactly. So it
That's
could be
true.
facially
That's
challenged,
true.
but you can't associate dust with dropping 15 or
Yeah,
something that you ain't.
Jay Z told us that ain't no ugly billionaires. He's cute. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no ugly billionaires out
And
here.
Nah,
right.
nah,
That's true.
nah, nah.
That's true.
So
He
real
could be
quick.
facially challenged, but he's good looking.
That's what I said. If he was facially challenged, you know, she would have said. But when she came to me with it, she was more in awe and like shock and awe. Like, what? I can't believe
Shock.
dudes is out here for real.
Not dudes. I think go ahead and get at him because he's nauseous right now. I don't think it's dudes. I think he's one in a very rare breed. He got a rotation and he just put a upfront. He put a deposit up front for her to join his team. Listen, this is going to be a signing bonus with I guess somebody on that level.
Right.
I don't deal with that kind of shit. Sorry, Sin, give me 1 second. This would probably be considered like a signing bonus to join my team. I got a rotation of Jones on my team, right? I'm giving you an upfront, what's the name? Get a couple of outfits because we're gonna rock a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you keep a little something, fill up your a little bit. You know what I mean? Keep a little hair money to do your hair like 2 or 3 times. The 2 or 3 times we're gonna rock. This is a upfront. Get your shit right. Because when I come through, I'm coming through in a big car. You know what I mean? Don't come looking regular. Like you know what I mean? Like go,
Mhm.
buy a couple of outfits because we're gonna give you a little day contract or something. Once you start, that's the beginning of the 10-day contract. You got money for your uniform, quote unquote. That's your wares and all that. You know what I mean? You're not getting. Don't jump in my car with jeans with buckles on the pockets and
Not
scratching up my leather seats and all that shit. No, come with soft
oh
material.
jeez.
That's a starter kit like money, I guess, for people that on that level. You know what I
Got it.
mean? But you're definitely getting an upfront signing bonus to join the rotation. What you think, Sam?
Yeah,
Sin
but like
City,
I
you
said, I
muted.
have heard of
You
this
muted.
happening.
Hold on.
Mhm.
You muted Sin City. Hold on, Sin.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead. Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead. What
I
you
don't.
think of
I mean,
that? That's that's what it is.
think of as far as what? What do you mean?
As far as the situation, as far as the gentleman, because you may have missed the part. The gentleman gave the friend 1,500
No,
up front.
I heard it all.
My synopsis is, I think that's like just like here, we're gonna give you a little upfront signing bonus to join the team. You know, that's my take on it. Like because if you're doing that, you could easily afford to pretty much he's trying to buy her, I would assume, because he's leading heavy with his wallet by doing something
Here to
like that.
stay.
I mean, I don't know. Roni, if you got something on it, saying if you want to ponder
Okay.
for a second,
I'll
but
do.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
do.
not
So
really pondering. I'm just
like
go
that's
ahead.
kind of crazy. I know that's like unheard
I
of.
mean, it's just. I
But
mean, it's
go ahead.
just. I
oh,
mean,
no,
you leave with your wallet, and then at that point, that's all she's going to look for. I mean, I'm probably 100% guaranteed that did not work out. I can almost bet your bottom dollar. What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Star
Star
Child.
Child is the
Star
avatar.
Child.
Yeah, Star
Yes.
Child and T
Okay, Star
Roni
Child.
to her. T
Uh,
Roni. Mhm.
what was it? Star Child and
See Ronnie.
T
T
Ronnie.
Roni.
Okay, so Star Child. I'm gonna need you to go back and check on that because I'm almost 100. Matter of fact, I'm 100% sure that didn't work out.
Okay. I
100%.
mean, it's the new year, holidays. I haven't really talked to her that much, but I will definitely do that so I can give you guys an update about the
Update.
status.
I'm sure you will, and it won't be good. Um, yeah, that just wasn't. I mean, it won't be a good one.
That
I
was
don't understand
rotational play.
why, huh?
I said that was a rotational play, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know why you would. I mean, I don't know if he was looking for her. Like you said, I don't know if that was a down payment. I don't know if you were looking for her to be like if there's some type of sugar situation, sugar daddy situation. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't get that one. I'm kind of perplexed on that.
Well, the good
Um,
question. The question. That's where the question is. Is that what dating is now? Right.
Exactly.
no,
Because
no,
Dating
it's
has
not
not.
every
become a
No,
girl.
transactional
No,
situation.
Right.
because I also believe in the law of attraction. So you attract what you put out. I also believe in the energy that you put out into this universe, the karma that you also put out as well. And like I said, I believe in the law of attraction of you are what you put out, and that's what you project is what you get. And so you shouldn't have to lead with your wallet. If you have a certain quality about yourself, you should be around a certain quality of women to where you shouldn't have to lead with your wallet. It seems like this person is very lazy. They don't want to put in the work, which most men don't want to do anymore. This is why we're having this topic right now. This is why
Especially
most men are leaving the country and going to other countries because the women are either easier to deal with because of their cultural background, morals and values that our women used to have, but they no longer have anymore, or they're just going strictly pay for play because they're like, all right, well, I can get this Kim Kardashian, I can get this Holly Berry look, and I can get it for I can get it for $69.95 an hour, or overnight for a $250 surcharge, and I don't have to deal with the hassle.
Mm,
$250 a charge.
and that could be the solution
Not
for
the
the slaves
surcharge.
is
Not the surcharge, sir. Wow.
versus.
That was the upcharge, man.
Wow.
I mean, I'm
I'm
just
just, I mean, but like, think about it, right? For example, right now, for example, right, we have the like Star Child alluded to that earlier, right? So she hasn't spoke to the lady exactly in this particular instance, but like when a friend said like we got dudes out here to do that, that's a very rare breed. Not very many men are doing that, right? Because remember, if like we got percentages breakdown. Like I don't know, I'm not in nobody's pockets or whatever. I don't know how your friend looks, but it like let's see, was it Rome earlier on in the chat said sounds like what does that say right here? Sounds like a sugar relationship.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I know some girls and go ahead, Roni, take care of that for me.
It sounds like a
You know
sugar
stop it there.
relationship. I know some
Mhm.
girls in sugar relationships without having intercourse. Nothing wrong with that mine. You seem like she is SW adjacent. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Seems like she is SW. I don't know what SW is. I'm
Single
sorry.
I don't know what
woman.
Felix
that is
King.
either.
What is
Felix King,
SW? Felix
can
SW.
you confirm what
that's
SW
WV.
is?
Is he missing the V?
No, he said SW.
SWV.
He said SW adjacent.
I don't know. I don't know.
SW
So
SW maybe single woman. Shiny, my dude, salute to Shiny in the building. Salute.
Oh, sex
Yeah.
worker. Gotcha.
either way,
Anyway,
you're gonna pay for the outfit, dinner, and gas. And that's not equally not guaranteed buns pay for play. Straight to business.
Oh
facts,
wow.
facts. Let's look for the other side of the game now. Let's lean this towards the PFP. We got Yo Soy Kyla in the house. First time pulling up. Thank you
What's
Hello.
for
up,
pulling
Kyla?
up
Yo, so
in
Kyla.
the
What's
chat.
up,
I'm gonna
Kyla?
drop the link because I need you to jump in here too. Since you in the chat room, just jump in. You don't gotta cam up. You can avatar. Do what you do if you can.
So,
I understand that
Sin, you
you're
made it.
out of town right now. Let me know how your new year. Give me a second, Roni. Go ahead, Roni. Go ahead. Go for it.
Sin, you made a good point about men being lazy because uh, in
Oh,
this
SW
interactive,
stands for
even
sex
though
worker. I'm sorry, Roni. SW
sex worker.
stands for sex
Oh,
worker.
thank you. Thank
We
you for
just
your
play
point.
the
Got you.
P4P
Got you.
SW copy. We're gonna use that terminology. Thank you, Philip. I mean, yeah, good looking, brother. Mm-hmm.
We learn something new every day, every week on this
Hmm.
show.
Facts.
um, the laziness of dating, not just even men, right? Women
Mm-hmm.
too. The laziness
Hmm.
of dating. And so now, I mean, these are like real things now where now if you're dating, um, you don't even people there's statistics and studies show that people don't interact with each other like they used to in the street. Hey, just hollering at
Facts.
you and just want to talk to you and stuff like
So
that. So
you're a
now
weirdo
even
if you cold approach. Yeah.
right. So now people and Star Child sounds like this was very recent.
Yeah.
So if this guy, like you Sin was saying, if this guy was kind of lazy, this is the way he approached her. Like, okay, this is like securing my seat in the house,
On the
then
rotation,
yeah.
on the bench.
But he probably think this is the way to do it. We don't. I mean, we kind of don't know the guy, right? To judge. Only Starshot has a better idea, but just he may assume that this is the way to go. I mean,
If he
because
never
if
had
the
game,
girl,
yeah.
right, if the girl is not a pay for, because the girl, what Starshot said, the girl is not a pay for play, not at all.
No,
She is
no.
dating, and this is how. Well, we don't know what the first approach. We don't know if this is the first approach, second approach, whatever.
I don't. I
Maybe
don't. I don't
serving
know
down.
particulars. I just know who she is as a person.
So this might be the way dating is now, and the I mean, I hate to say it, because some things get old, like just talking to somebody in the street that has gotten old now. It went to
Has it gotten
internet
old?
dating, and
No.
then internet dating got old. Internet dating is old now. So maybe this is the new method of dating. Just
No, that's not the
New
new
method.
method.
Get the fuck out of here. Wait, hold on. Wait.
No,
The new method of dating is
no,
dropping a
internet.
deposit on abroad before what?
No, that's
No.
no, that's no, that's not the new method.
Negative.
This guy is just
Right now.
he's in his own compartment.
I mean, like I
that's
said, like I was saying, like
Fucking
I was telling Roni and Smoke before you joined. I used to listen to a dude on TikTok and YouTube called Poppy the Don. He's a younger dude. He's not a Gen Xer. He's a younger dude, and he is a very
mm,
big proponent of this approach to dating. He is
that
now married and has
was
a
in
child, and
jail.
still
I
and
remember
still and still and still and
well,
still pushes this agenda and
he was a
tells women openly, if a dude isn't paying like this, then you shouldn't deal with him. Like, and
well,
that one
well,
reason
that's what I'm
I stopped
saying.
listening. One
listen.
reason why I stopped
Go ahead.
listening to him is for that very reason, because it doesn't align with my belief system and my morals and my values, because I'm not going to ever value a man by his pockets. Maybe I'm old school like that, but I have never dealt with a dude based off of his earning potential. I just didn't. Maybe that's bad vaginal management on my part. I just didn't do it.
Well, salute to you, sis.
Oh
But I'm just saying, generally
no,
speaking, right?
I'm clapping.
Let me. Oh, you want the clap? There you go. Well, put it like this, right? I got to look at it like this. First, we're gonna get into the words. First of all, I think that was who dropped the shit. I think it was Banks. Say, for example, I missed this comment earlier. For example, Poppy Don is a scammer. He tell dudes to use money as leverage, right? He could tell dudes to look, but at the same time, he was just came in because I remember the nigga was locked up before, allegedly. Came out and just tried to ride the Derek Jackson. Remember that guy? We spoke about him a few
Hmm.
weeks ago. Another crash and burn experiment. He tried to
Hmm.
ride the Derek Jackson wave and come out of the pen and figure out you can pander to women online and have their panties
Mm-hmm.
wet and you can get a bag off of that corny shit. So it actually worked, but then you seen the fuckery behind it. Let's keep it a band,
Yes.
because
Hmm.
dude that's leading with their wallet, they got the game messed up because that's
They
not the
really
way.
do.
If you're setting yourself up to get used financially, if she
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really appreciate you for who you are, even though it's hard to do that nowadays, because I understand this whole advanced send me something. I mean, I'm not in the dating market right now, so I can't give much information. I have plenty of friends that are. I might add Yo Soy
Mm-hmm.
Kyla to the chat. Welcome aboard, sister. How you doing? Give me a second. I'm gonna get right to you. But
Good. Hi.
how you
Hey,
doing?
Hello.
Let me introduce you to everybody. This is Yo Soy Kyla. Kyla, she well, she can explain who she is, but she's a friend. She's also in the travel network. Um, Thanks for joining us. This is Sin City.
Nice to meet you, Sun City.
This is these are my
Nice to,
co-hosts,
nice
C
to meet you as
Roni.
well.
C Roni.
Hello.
This side we have Star Child.
Welcome.
Uh,
hello, hello,
Hi, nice
hello.
to meet
How you
you.
doing? Nice to meet you too.
I was just
Yeah,
joking. Me, her, and Sin City, we all cool. We know each other. Just like on the other side of the spectrum. But thanks for joining us, Kyla. Are you?
thank you.
Did you make it to Chi-Town real quick? Happy New Year, real quick. We're gonna straight up topic and jump back in.
Yes, I am in Illinois at this time.
Nice. You safe?
Yes,
Sound?
please
I'm
be
Yes.
safe. Please be safe.
I'm
I'm a
Stay
Southsider.
warm.
they did
Please.
drop the thank God. I think it was
The purge
yesterday. They
law.
dropped that purge, the little purge law at the last minute. So my anxiety is a little bit low. So, but I am here in the cold state of Illinois. Yes,
You have a jacket.
I do.
Stay warm out there. You know what I'm saying? Sin City.
Yo,
She's in the
what
Midwest.
happened?
She's in the
Oh,
Midwest area.
oh yeah,
Yes,
Midwest,
she's
Midwest,
in my hometown. I'm a Southsider, so be careful, be safe, but enjoy.
Midwest, the best.
Thank you. I'm
Hey, hey, hey,
about
hey, hey,
10
hey,
minutes
hey, hey.
from St. Louis. Oh, sorry.
What it do though? For real though.
I'm
What it do? No, I messed that up, right?
I'm sorry.
I jacked that up. How it
Trying
go?
to
How it go, Star Child? Y'all know. I'm sorry. It's one of those things. What up
It's
though?
okay.
My bad. What up though?
Hey, hey.
Everything's
What up, though? That's Detroit. Go ahead.
And I live there too. So the 313-734. What up,
I
though?
say
You know
that's
what it is?
Detroit. Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say that's Detroit.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
What
something
up,
like
though?
that. Something like
You don't
that.
know
Salute.
nothing about no me. You don't know nothing about the Midwest smoke. Get out of here.
I know.
He
I
does
really
not. Thank you, Sin. Thank you.
that carries me through y'all. That's y'all my peoples. It's called a network, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? Salute to the network. We're gonna get back. I meant to clap. We're gonna get back on the subject. So let me see. Backpack Val in the
can we
building.
read
Salute.
the chats?
Yes, we can. Let's talk about this Poppy Don. Poppy Don didn't have a job. Go ahead, sis. Get it.
Poppy Don did. Poppy Don don't have a job in sight, but he talking about sending her 800 just cause he was a credit card scammer at ATL and stayed getting locked up.
Exactly.
He
So
said,
you got
"I'll
some jail nigga trying to set a standard for dating. Like most of his dates were in the penitentiary and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got a jail nigga telling me to send her $800 to take her on a date and not
just
even
And
cause."
see, and
staying
see,
no.
I didn't even know any of this about Poppy Don, but I just
Yeah,
stopped
come on.
listening to him because, like I said, his message did not align with my thought process and my values.
That was
Got it.
yeah, he was definitely on there big cap and trying to ride the Derrick Jackson wave just because it's
I had no
easy
clue.
with the women. Like, hey, ladies, yeah, 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 word. And then and then they open the bag. They that cash app be crazy. That's why I don't get no views, man. Either I'm not showing naked women. I'm not telling the ladies what they want to hear. We just keeping it a band over here. We keeping it real, real easy. We keeping it easy and complicated at the same time, right?
Mm.
These are conversations that are not easy to have sometimes. You know what I mean? So I myself, like, I'm gonna go into this. I think pay for play may be in today's dating market more beneficial, right? Now I'm gonna get into this. I
Yes,
think you're
please.
actually getting more bang for your buck with this, right? Because think if before the date, I'm just working this circuit here. That's what I'm trying to do. Damn it, bring myself up here.
Go
If I'm
ahead. You
trying
got
to
the
take you on a
stage.
date and you asking me, listen, I want you to send me some money so I can get my nails done. No, your nails should be done. My hair's not done. It should be done. Because obviously, if you're on the dating market, you're dating already. You're dating more than one guy. I'm not the only person you're dating. So whoever else you dating, right? Like the $1,500 man, not the $6 million man, the $1,500 man, the money sent you, right? You should have enough outfits so where when I squeeze into the rotation, because he sends you the money on Sunday, right? But he's not gonna see you till Thursday. You buy the outfits Monday. I can like scoop you up on Tuesday real quick, and you can break one of those outfits in. You can throw that outfit right into the dinners and just keep it in rotation like it's a new outfit. So when the $1,500 man gets to his point in the date rotation, it still looks like a new dress. There's no Monica Lewinsky stains on it or nothing like that. And we just
Oh
keep it
my
in the
Lord
goodness.
have
band.
mercy.
There's multiple dates going on. That's how I feel about it. Like So pay for play may be more beneficial because you could possibly do it at a cheaper rate.
Oh,
Like I could show you to do it 1,500. Like I could bring you overseas with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying that's my take on it. I'm looking for the men. There's no men. They got men in the chat room. None of the fellas want to come up here because like this is more of a maybe a male based topic. I'm assuming, but the fellas got. Let's see what else we got in the chat room. But
can I
I'm
just
looking from their
also
perspective.
add?
Let's talk female because it's a two-way street. Also, like you know
What
what I
would
mean.
you? I mean, what are you looking for us to add? I don't.
No, I was looking for a little more because you gave your opinion already. I gave mine. I was looking for a little more male input in the situation. Um, but it also was a two-way street because remember, everything is a equal highway. They're all females. They're all male escorts. Salute the gangsters, lifestyle TV in the building. They're all male escorts, and it works the same way. For example, for the sisters, are you aware of the male networks? Not saying you participate in them. Are you aware of the male dating networks that go on that go down the lines of pay for play, like pay for dating, stuff like that? Like, tell me what do you know about that kind of stuff? Because it is a two-way street.
Yes. Somebody had mentioned sugar. There's a sugar website, Sugar Daddies something. I don't know if it's .com, .net, or whatever. Then there's
Hmm.
another one called Seeking Arrangement that I
Yes,
know of. So
male and
those are the two
female.
I know of. But I know, huh?
So females, so you could seek arrangements. If you wanted to seek arrangements as a sister, you could seek some arrangements as well. So there's male and female on that website.
I believe so. I mean, I'm female, so I look at the male. I mean, I'm heterosexual, so I look for the male. But I'm not. I'm pretty sure it's male, female, male, male, female, female, right? Female, male. So I think it's all. But it's pretty much is basically a site where you put yourself out on display and there's no, so we did an episode where that one girl was saying that she puts a dollar amount in to decide
Yeah.
what date she wants to go on. They kind of purchase her based off of that dollar amount that she puts in.
Yes.
Seeking arrangement, and I'm not doing promotions, no promotions for these websites at all. I'm
No, but
just
you
telling
can
you
you can
my
put it out there.
experiences
Go
from
for it. Mhm.
them. So seeking arrangement is not like that. And sugar.com or something like that, it's not like that. You really just put yourself out there, kind of like a dating site, and you say
Mhm.
who you're looking for and what kind of things, why are you seeking arrangements. So I want to be kind of that trophy wife that just, I like fancy clothes, I like doing this, doing that, whatever. Or I want to be a housewife. So I just want to be a housewife and just be at home and cook and clean and do these things. So you put on your profile as a female, from my point of view, you put a profile up and kind of um, describe the kind of arrangement that you wish to seek. It's like a mail order, right? Kind of like mail order
Copy,
because
like a
they
mail
still
order
have mail
joint.
order. Yes, yes.
Jones
But there's
start
no
Rush online.
prices.
Hmm.
Right. There's no, yeah. The ladies, have you guys known, do you guys know of these websites or
Yes, I do know
I
about.
have never.
Never?
okay.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Kyla. Let's hear from
No, no,
Kyla.
no, no, no. She's fine. I would like to. I would like to hear what she has to say.
Either or,
I'm
either
new
or.
to this.
It don't
No,
matter.
go
See
ahead.
a little
No,
more.
no, no, go ahead. You're new. We need to hear your voice. You can go ahead.
Mhm.
It's okay. I never heard of none of these sites. I've never even been on a dating site in my life, so I'm definitely new to all of this. This sounds very interesting. So um, interesting just because I've never heard of it, and just to hear, what you do on these websites and things like that. So that's why I wanted to hear what she was gonna say. So I was just like, this sounds interesting. Never heard of this.
Mhm.
Wow, okay. And mind you,
Hmm.
she has history of living overseas, so it may not be as the prevalent. Currently right now you're in the States, you have family in the States, you have family overseas. Your main residence is in Dominican Republic, mind you. So real
Mhm.
quick, as far as in Dominican Republic, what would you call it? Like you got male gigolo, right? So say for example, you have some of the European ladies or some of the ladies from other countries come there. They pay some of the males for
Hmm.
boyfriend experiences, things like that. Could you touch on any
Mm.
familiarity with that? Like, we're gonna give an
I'm
international
I'm not
spin on
too I'm not too familiar about that. I've seen things like on shows or like what is it called? Like things on YouTube back then before I even moved to DR with women doing that, coming to DR for that boyfriend experience and pretty much sending these guys money, taking care of them because they fall in
Mhm.
love with them, yada yada. I've not seen or known of anyone doing that personally. More so, I've just known of obviously like the men wanting the girlfriend experience and
yes.
you know, wanting to take care of the woman and, be in a committed relationship. But as far as the women, no, I've never really heard of that happening. Besides, like I said, just seeing like something on a show of European, I'm gonna say European women, like women from
Mhm.
England and women from other European
Russia.
countries. Yeah, there you go. Yes, coming over
Mhm.
Mhm.
there and yeah, doing everything for the guy, financially, sexually, just everything, just to yeah, to have that experience. And they're usually older women with like these 20-year-old guys,
Mm.
and trying to yeah, basically these taking care of these babies. So yeah, very
Hey,
very interesting, and yeah,
maybe they think
could
it's
never.
maybe they find that that's more beneficial than dating, or maybe they find it is dating to an extent. I don't know what they would classify uh that as. Romy Rome says
That
all these
that's
dating sites
true.
are hookup sites. They just romance them in the state as dating sites. Backpage was too truthful, so they shut the page down. Yeah, Backpage wasn't a dating, that was like a pay for play site from what I remember. Correct me if
Okay.
I'm wrong. It was
Definitely.
disguised as dating, but I think it was more of a pay for play website and they shut it down. Um, go ahead, anybody. Star Child, I think you were saying something to
Hmm.
Oni.
Oh, I was saying that I am familiar. I have heard of the sites like Ashley Madison. That is for
Ashley
um,
Madison.
Ashley Madison was a big one for a while with for women who were advertising themselves this way, and for men who were basically um, high earning men who were basically who were looking for a side piece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um,
salute to them niggas, man. Let's liven this shit up.
Ah,
Salute to
they
the
all got
side
busted.
pieces out this motherfucker. Okay,
the
my bad, my bad.
the thing about Ashley Madison though is that I had a couple of friends, well, people that I knew, I wouldn't say they're friends, who did Ashley Madison. They said there were NDAs, medical records involved, all types of stuff.
Okay.
Mm,
See?
Wow.
okay.
Once the transaction was made or they were purchased for just basically you had to have current like 90-day like your medical records had to be 90 days, evaluated like within 90 days. You had to submit them and once you were selected or purchased, there was like ironclad NDAs involved, all
Interesting.
types of stuff.
True. Yeah, you don't want crappy product if you paid for it, right?
Yeah.
Oof.
And the men had to disclose their financial records, their medical records as well.
Oh shit, like that? Oh man, come on, man.
And this
Because
is
they were
just for dating?
What if I got enough? What if I got enough for
Wasn't like dating.
the actual payment? Like,
well, I mean,
you don't you
if
set him
you're
up with
if you are
that.
of a certain
Damn it.
I'm saying, but I guess for Ashley Madison, if they're looking for a certain niche or a bracket, they want the men that are in this bracket to be able to say that you can afford this. Like they don't want to be selling crappy products either. So yeah, the men had to submit their financial records, their medical records. Like I said, NDAs were involved, all types
Oh,
of stuff.
gangsta. Rich Free in the building says, I remember when that shit hit the fan back in the
Yeah.
days. Ashley Madison got leaked and people got
Hmm.
busted. For
Yep.
sure. I remember that. That's what happened. Maybe a few unsatisfied customers. You know what I mean? A couple of Cats couldn't get it up.
Yeah,
Couple
and
So
and
of
a couple.
what
I
happened,
And
can
what
see
Rody?
how you're saying.
Wait, what
I
happened
can
with
see
that?
how you're
I
saying
can't
pay
hear
for
you.
play is better. Can you hear
Mm-hmm.
me? Can you hear me?
Go
Is it
ahead.
better?
Go ahead.
I can see now how you're saying pay for play is better than dating because with the pay for play, you boom, you get the job done, you're out. Whereas dating, there might be some feelings involved, or people. There's more of an expectation, I guess, when you're doing the dating, when you're doing the money exchange while you're dating.
Yes.
There's
It's more
there's
invested.
always an expectation. So, and if somebody don't deliver the expectation, that's when it gets, kind of sketchy. I'll say sketchy, but yeah, that's that's the nice way of saying it, right? Because I watch a lot of murder movies, right? So, um, but the pay for play is probably safer in this in I guess in this instance. But how do you compete if you are dating and you're trying
Mm-hmm.
to? It's hard to weed out those. If you're, let's say, there's people who online date, regardless
Okay.
to if we on this panel don't online date, there are people who do online date. And how do you weed out the people who are actually looking for someone real? Because I mean, I'm speaking for myself. I have online dated, and there's been times where I've gotten responses where it's like, well, you like if I don't exchange numbers right away, they just cut you off. Like you, it's almost as if you
You ain't
have
got
to
no
get to
time shit. Next.
like,
Salute
okay, I
to
can't
next.
get to know you.
Most niggas with no patience, man. We ain't got time to be fucking around,
Right.
man. You trying to screen me? It's like
No.
800 of a Jones up here. God damn it. Let's go. Fucking
And
stop.
that's what happens. Like Sin City. I'm gonna say it's Sin City. What is your name? Sin
Yeah.
City. I'm saying it right, right? Sin City. Okay, so you had a point. Like people are so. This is where I get back to the whole laziness thing, and saying that in dating we've gotten so far detached. Technology has ruined the whole concept of dating because now we don't even talk to each other. And then when we try to learn about each other, even online, if I'm trying to get to know you, this has been my experience, we don't have time for that. They don't have time for that. It's either OnlyFans or it's like the extremes I'm talking about. OnlyFans, then you have the pay for play, then you have dating, and then you have um cut you off because you're not moving at the pace that I'm moving in. It's like, give me your DM, give me your info, give me. If I see, give me a cash app, I'm gonna be like, ugh, right? If I'm talking to a guy, but in his mind, that's, and I'm not just saying this is guy, I'm just saying because I'm heterosexual. So if I see that, I'm like, but then he may think, yo, what's wrong with her? She won't give me her cash app.
Give me your
It's
cash
such a
app
disconnect.
before we go on the date too. Because if it's look, I want it before we go on the date. I want a haircut. I want let's see what else. A new shirt. Uh whatever y'all want, like I want. Does that make sense? Would a nigga be out of pocket being like, "Ma, all right, we gonna go out, but I need you to cash at me like 250 and get some, get a haircut and a shirt and
Mm,
get my jewelry cleaned and all this bullshit." Does that make sense to you? Like the
nope.
pretty
If
privilege
I'm
part of
paying
it.
for it, no.
So he should already have
You
something
should
to
have.
wear, and his hair he should already like you see my man Sin City with the crispy New Year's outline. He don't just do this for the holidays. He keep his shit crispy all the time. Salute to that nigga. You know what I mean? Salute to the fellas that keep the game tight, that use the top button. You know what I mean? Salute to the fellas out there that hold it down and represent. But I'm just saying,
Don't cover. We
like,
see
like,
it already.
but
Don't, don't cover up now, Sin City.
if,
Don't cover
if
up
I
now. It's too
if
late.
I came up right now, I'm gonna be looking crazy. Come on, son.
Oh
I
no.
mean, like, if I came up right now, I'm gonna be looking crazy, raggedy, need a shave,
Me too.
half
For
a ball
real.
spot shining,
I told you it
sides
was the
looking like
struggle
Jordan
bus
Jefferson.
today. It was the struggle
You know what
bus
I'm saying?
today.
I'm gonna be looking crazy on the jump. You heard? I don't
Still
got a
trying to
choice in my life.
recover, so absolutely not.
That's right. It is January 1st. That's fine.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
At least your avatar look nice, Kylo. You know what I mean? Your avatar looking like you start out.
Only that avatar, not
You
me.
just city avatar looking. No homo. His
I'm
avatar
shit. This
looking right.
is.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
sad you see me. You in Sin City seeing me like this because usually the hair is tight,
You
the
good?
lighting's
No, you
right.
good.
Oh
You
no,
good.
you
You
look
good.
good.
You
You
Brady.
look
You good.
good.
You
You
Brady. You
fine.
I
got
wanted to
Brody, you
celebrate,
always in
the
pocket. You
2023.
always in
Like,
pocket.
facts. You on location. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for pulling up and camming up at that. You know, and you braided. You got definitely have to come in right with the 2023 headpiece on. You know what I mean? You good. You good. Let's see. In the chat. Thanks
listen,
everybody.
men.
Again, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, men. This is not all women. Don't do the play for pay. Okay, learn game. Just learn game. It's really
Why it gotta be a game? It's not about game. Wait, time out. I don't want to stop your
okay.
thunder.
I
It's not
got you.
about a
I got
game. We grown ups here. We're not playing fucking games with each other. That's the problem. The term quote unquote game, right?
that's true. Yes.
It can be taken two ways real quick. Game can be taken as all right, fellas. We need to just learn how to operate smooth and not be thirsty around the ladies. That's part of that. That's general universal game. Just don't be thirsty. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Learn how to be smooth, but at the same time, don't lead with your wallet. You know what I mean? That's game.
Yeah.
But if you must
Dangerous.
lead
That's
with
very
your
dangerous.
wallet, pay for play may be more financially beneficial to you in the business. If you figure that you can't master this quote unquote social science that men call quote unquote game or that people coin phrase as game, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? You know, pay for play works too. You know, it may be beneficial and more cost effective to you. I'm sorry, Ronnie, go ahead. I'm sorry, but it shouldn't be a
No,
game
you're saying
like
it.
when it comes to
You're very
dating.
right.
It's a coin
And
phrase, but I mean,
ladies,
it shouldn't be a quote unquote game. You know what I mean? Because we all know what we want to do with it at the end of the day. Go ahead. I'm
I know
sorry.
this is a man show,
No, it's
but
not.
ladies,
Because y'all ladies is
ladies,
here with me every week. What you
ladies,
talking about? What the fuck you talking about?
do
Hmm.
not diminish your self worth to a wallet. Okay, do not do it to yourself. Okay, it don't work out in the end. Like Sin City
Hmm.
said, it doesn't work out. Just ladies, try not to. I mean, and I'm talking to the young ladies because our age again. I mean, your friend Star Child. That's. I mean, I guess I can't say to the young ladies either because you said she was our age. Um, but just try your best not to do that. If he's giving you money up front, you might disappear tomorrow. We want to know where you at, where you going, why you accept. No, no, no. Remember that
He took the
episode
money and
where
ran
he
away
gave
with
her
smoke.
we had an episode where he gave the money to the girl and the girl left and he was screaming at her. Yeah, you don't
Hmm.
want that. Yo, don't do that
Hmm.
to yourself, ladies. Don't diminish your self-worth for $1, for a new dress, for your nails done. Don't diminish your self-worth for for a free meal, for lunch, for dinner. It's not that serious.
But
You ate
sometimes they're not
yesterday
diminishing
without him.
themselves either. Sometimes they're just going on a date because remember we got the serial dater, like I will date for meals type of chick,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Nobody's really
Yeah.
diminishing themselves because when it comes to the men that lead with the wallet, they're not getting the pay, they're not getting the bag, or should I say the box at the end of the day. You understand? So the woman is not necessarily diminishing herself. She's just putting her time into it because the male that's leading with his wallet, he's not really getting the payoff at the end. So they're not really necessarily diminishing themselves unless they are in the SW coin phrased earlier from Felix
Hmm.
King, sex worker trade. You're not necessarily diminishing yourself either because you're still getting paid for it. You understand? So that's the payoff for the quote unquote
From
diminishing. Go ahead,
Okay,
continue.
so from the female perspective, you are diminishing yourself because you got
Mhm,
paid for work. Whether your work was sex, whether your work was, you're still a trophy. Now, if this is what you want to do, fine. But we can't deny you're putting yourself in a position as a female
mhm,
where you have compromised yourself for someone else. So whether it be a new dress, shoes, I know the thinking is he paid her and he got her a new dress. But that dress that you're wearing is owned by that person. So as a female, and I mean, just, am I wrong, ladies? Tell me if I'm wrong. It's
No, it's
almost
owned
like
by
you're a
you because
slave
he
to
gave you the money and you bought it. So once the money is yours, the money with instructions, sweetie. You smell me? And a gift doesn't come with instructions. It's yours. It's yours. You do what you want with it. So I don't own the dress. If I give you 1,500 and you go shopping, I don't own the dress. No, the 1,500 went to you. You own the money as I gifted it to you, and you do what you please with the money. You know what I mean? You're thinking of it as a woman that you know what I mean? You're thinking of it from a different standpoint, you know,
okay.
as a woman of means or whatever want to coin phrase it as a successful and or whatever you want to coin phrase it as. But once I give you a gift, it's yours technically by law. Am I right, everybody on the panel? If I give you something,
Yes.
it's yours, right? So you do
I
what you want with the money. You know what I mean?
I don't
So
know.
so
It don't have to be
yeah,
successful. You don't have to be a successful woman. You can be
successful or
poor and
not,
broke.
it's a frame of mind. It's a frame of mind. If he gives you the
I guess
money's
so. Yes.
yours. Period.
There's no such thing as free money.
Well, whether you expect something in the back end, a lot of times the guy that leaves with the wallet doesn't get it on the back end unless he's dealing with pay for play, and that's the whole concept of the whole joint. You understand what I'm saying? What's more cost effective? We got chicken burrito in the building. I dropped the link. Pull up. I need some more mail and put on this. So I'm saying, listen,
I you know what
Vishnu
it
says
I
in
like
the
I
chat,
said,
there's
I
nothing wrong with the trophy. There's nothing wrong. He says, what's
if
wrong with a trophy? What is
if
wrong
he
with a
gave
trophy?
you if
Tell
he
me.
gives you money for you to buy a dress and the dress is yours, right? The
Hmm.
dress is yours. You went out, I'm talking about the dating, not the pay for play,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
He gave you money to get your hair, nails, in a dress. Yeah, went out on a date, fifteen hundred
Hmm.
dollars, and then you two went home.
Hmm.
I guess, like I said, I watch a lot of murder shows,
Oh,
and a lot of
don't.
this
Hey, wait a
stuff,
minute now.
you got things like stalking, you have things like battery, you have the R word.
Hmm.
We don't know what the person is. This is why I'm saying that at the end of the day, the person, the receivee, there's always something there. You may think you got that
Yeah.
dress for free and it's mine and it's hanging up
Yeah.
because he had went on a date and walked home and we didn't like each other. The date wasn't there.
It comes with
But
expectations. Hmm.
he gave you something, right? Like there was some exchange. And
Yeah.
for the fact that you didn't give something back, that puts you in a lower seat area where, oh, he that person could do whatever because they feel like they owed you. You owe them. That's my feeling. Yeah.
Okay, because you got to remember, it comes with an expectation. Pretty much what you're saying is, it comes with an expectation. If a guy is giving, if somebody's giving you money up front before you go on a date, for you to get your hair done, your nails done, all right. Besides that, a regular date without the let me send you X amount of money, which is I'll leave that at it wherever that's at. Without the hey, let me send you say take $100. Get your nails done and your toenails
Mm-hmm.
done. Make sure your nail game is right. I'm a nail fetish guy. We're going to the beach. I want your nails to look nice. And here's an extra 50 for a new bikini. Right? It comes with expectations. Then we're gonna go on a date. Then I'm gonna pay with the date. Even without the listen, get your nail done, get your hair done, get your bikini. Even without that, dating comes with expectations. Because if the man is paying for the date, it comes with expectations. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm coming from a black
Right. Yes.
standpoint. I'm gonna
Agreed.
pause and say chicken
Yes.
burrito in the building. Good, my brother. Thanks for
What's good?
joining us.
Hi, chicken
Happy New
burrito.
Year.
Happy
Hello.
New Year,
Let's
everybody.
address now.
Happy New Year.
All right, chicken burrito. This is you're familiar with everyone else on the panel. I'm gonna introduce Tironi, who's on the top in the middle. My co-host, my other co-host, Star
What's going
down
on?
bottom on the corner.
Hello.
Salute to you, my brother. We're talking. Let me drop this real quick. We're talking more bang for your buck. Pay for play versus dating. Okay, somebody might be struggling big time. But we still gonna rock and roll because it still sounds clear enough. I don't know how long you've been in the chat for a second, CD, or you just jumped in.
No, yeah, I just came in like maybe 2 minutes ago.
Okay, so hang tight for a second. Let's get a little more. We're gonna let you get a little more of the situation. Get a little
Uh,
more input on the panel, so you can kind of get a feel of where we at. But we're pretty much talking about pay for play. As far as like just investing money in pay for play instead of just dating, because dating, comes with a price tag. Of course, you're going on dates, and dates come with an expectation, opposed to whereas, you know what I mean, pay for play, you know
so
which end of the day for your investment. You can jump right into that. You don't need much
I,
background. Mhm.
I feel like pay for play definitely comes with expectation, right?
Of
Um,
course, but
Yes.
dating
and
comes with
Yes.
expectations too.
I think dating with expectation leads to disappointment. I think you kind of got to go if you're just dating, like you kind of got to go with your you bought this person something, but they don't really owe you anything. You went out, you just bought them that, you know. So you can't really have expectation in dating, in my opinion.
Ooh, that makes sense to me. But a lot of times in general, as men, because men are expected to do reporting, like for example, if I'm T Roney, we're dating. So of course, as grown-ups, we all know what it is. For the most part, it's like, all right, well, I'm courting you. Hey, young lady, you're sexy. I like you. Do you think I'm handsome? All right, maybe we'll make a great couple. Let's date. Let's get to know one another. Hopefully, we can smash down the line sometime. Right? So it comes with expectations. But like, if
Correct.
I'm courting her, she would expect possibly, the average woman would expect for me, the courter, would expect for me to pay for the dates. Like we're going on dinner dates. Let's go to dinner, sweetie. We go to the steakhouse, spend on it. Boom.
Right.
We don't, we get a good night kiss, maybe a hug, maybe a peck on the cheek. We're trying to move around the bases in the dating game. You understand what I'm saying? So I get on first base the first night. I got to drop another 200 to go to another restaurant to get on second base. Maybe I get the
Right.
kiss on the lips, squeeze the booty or something.
Right. And there
Yeah,
might not
I
be
try to get
like
the third base. A couple are approaching. Goddamn it! Like, what's really good? We may get to, oh, but not yet. May get to third base. By the fourth date, I should be at home. I'm sorry, burrito. By the fourth time, I should be at home. But if she's not interested in getting me home to the home plate after second base, call it quits. Pretty much, I really after first base, after I drop my first 200, be like, Bobby, I'm not really feeling you sexually. This may not work, but don't have me investing money and running in a circle. Whereas I could have just took that first 200 that I spent at Root Chris. I could have spent that. I could have had a great time with a pay for play, and I could have got the home base right out the gate. I didn't have to do all this talking. I didn't have to, tell you my future plans, what my investments are, what my plans are, my 5-year goals. No, I'm just trying to blast off. So we're just measuring out what's worth it more so. That's all I'm getting. Just in a circle. You know what I mean?
I feel like I guess it's just depends what you're looking for. I think
Yes.
uh, your results, if you're just looking for uh, getting home, I mean, one
Yeah.
is certainly more effective.
I'm trying to get lucky, man. Every time. Every time I go out, I'm trying to get lucky in the in the dating market. Mhm.
And I would say, I guess, even though I said, oh, there's no expectation when I go on a date, that doesn't mean that I'm not trying to get home in the shortest amount of time possible. I'm gonna be honest.
Keep it a band. Yes. Gangsta Lifestyle says, first of all, you ain't getting Roof Chris on no first date. And you're goddamn right. That's girlfriend and better. That's we already those are the
My goodness.
the price.
Hey,
He a New York nigga. I'm telling you, he keep it a band. He a New York nigga too, and it's not saying that only New York niggas keep it a band. Salute to everybody worldwide. But I'm saying like that's like a staple in New York. Like that place is popular in New York, and of course it's worldwide and other places. But I'm just saying, like, nowadays the sisters are really not really like they're not really trying to rock with the Applebee's or the Fridays that's out the gate. Like they trying to be like you a cheap nigga.
No.
You know what I mean? But let me try to tell you something, man. Nah, man. Listen, man. We not just dropping 250. For 250, I could put $50 more on that and get a flight to Cartagena, Colombia. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I keep.
I'm gonna put that on a gamble. Like I may not even get a kiss on the cheek. Fuck that. I'd rather put that money into something tangible. You know.
So for me, I'm not even relating it to like what I'm getting out of it as far as what do you want to call it? I don't know how to YouTube friendly say it, but
No,
as
we
far
you
as
don't got no. We unmonetized over here. We curse, we do it,
okay,
so forth.
yeah,
We've been cool tonight, but go ahead. Don't got to hold
it's
back.
not like even what like I'm gonna get out of it sexually. I don't know that this person's interested in me. I'm not going to invest a decent amount of money into somebody that I don't even know if they give a crap about me. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to take a little time.
Exactly. A lot of these hoes date for food, man. They be dating for meals. And these men are the same way, ladies. There are a few ladies out there that are willing to take a dude out if interested. There are some boss bitches out there. You know what I mean? Salute to
I
Miss
mean,
Good.
I
Be a
have,
boss.
I
Yeah.
have taken a man out. I have taken a man out on a date, like, and
Exactly.
not because necessarily because he was financially strapped. I just took him out because, when I first got to Texas, I was new to Texas. I didn't know anywhere to go. There was a restaurant I wanted to go. He seemed like, he was from Texas. He knew the way around. And I was just like, you know what? I want to go here. And I want you to go with me since you know your lay of the land. And so I guess to take some of the pressure off, you know, I went and picked him up. I paid for the date. It wasn't a big deal to me. I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with that because I feel like it took the pressure off. I did make sure that I called that I called Kimi Kali and that she had tabs on me. So even though I
Yeah.
was driving, you know what I'm saying, but I made sure that somebody knew where I was and knew my location, all that good stuff. But you know what I
Copy.
mean? And he was even surprised that I took him out on the date, but I think he was more surprised because for one, he was younger than me, not too much younger. I don't live in Cougarville, and this is not typical dating habits for me. And I don't even consider it a date because that was the only time I ever took him out. But you know what I'm saying? I think because he went for one, he was younger than me. Two, I think it was more or less like the whole time he was just like, I'm just never had this happen. Like, cause, we was, having drinks and we went to, a seafood restaurant. It wasn't like an Applebee's, but it was like mid-level, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the check was exorbitant, but it wasn't like a 2 for 20 type situation either.
That's cool too. But let me ask you for example, right? Because I know men and women think differently. So for example, sis, actually, or should I say, obviously, since you went on a date with him, he was somewhat attractive to you. Okay, and
Actually, no, he wasn't. He was not. He was
were
not.
you,
He was
were
missing.
you
He,
in the friend zone or was it in the date zone? Is what I'm getting at.
huh?
Was he in the friend zone or was it in the date zone? Like you could possibly
He was
be
a he
romantic.
was a he was a nice dude, but no, he definitely wasn't physically attracted to me. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. He was missing the front tooth, and he didn't even have a lineup. He was just cool people.
Not like Sin City.
Oh no, definitely not Sin City. I'm not trying to put you on blast, Sin City, but if I offer to take Sin City out, I'm at least try to kiss him or something.
There you go. I'm just saying. Like see, this is a clean woman.
Ah, Sin City, don't be like that. I mean, you cute. Don't be like that. That was a compliment.
You know what I'm saying? Keep it a bag. He got the lineup. See, your shit is looking crisp and clean.
So I have a question for you really quickly. So
Just get
Are
at it.
you
we
talking
took
to me?
this. Yes.
Okay.
When you took Snaggle 2,
Oh, stop.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm
when you took
sorry.
Snaggle 2 out, what was the purpose of that?
Because like I said, he had really good energy. I was new to Texas. He was a native, but he
Okay,
did
hold on. All right, you said that. Were you trying to date him?
no, that definitely not. It was more or less like I want to go to these places. I want you to show me, what's good. It was just more like come hang out. You know what I'm saying?
Go
Did you
around
tell him
town.
that? Did you tell him that directly up front?
Absolutely.
So you told him up front that, hey, I just need you to take me out. This isn't a date. I'm not looking into dating you seriously. I look at you as a friend, and I'm just looking for somewhere to go out tonight to have a nice
And actually,
plate of food and some
it was a
drinks.
daytime date because at the time I call her my sister. She is my sister. My sister Kimi, like I told you, she was on the phone with me for part of this, and she can even vouch. It was never a date. It was more like he was just kicking it, and it was a day date at that. It was in the daytime.
And that's
It was
cool though,
fun.
And
because
you never
you're paying for it, so I can go for that shit. Go ahead, Sam.
and
My
you
bad.
and you never talked to him ever again. You never after you
Um,
did
we
that.
talked. We talked after that because he was I said he was younger than me and he was having some struggles like with his resume. I helped him with his resume and I helped him figure out some things he was having troubles with. But we never talked about like us on like a as a couple. No, it was always friend stuff. Always friend stuff.
Okay, the reason why I'm asking these questions is because now I think that when we are with someone or trying to pursue someone, we're not dating. We're saying expectation, but we're not dating with any type of intention. We're not dating with intentions anymore. So we're not being straightforward. Men, we're being suckers and we capping, making it seem like
Absolutely.
that we really want to be in a relationship when we really don't.
Absolutely.
We just
Yeah.
want some steady, snappy nappy dugout around, so that we can keep it so it's consistent.
This is going
Keep
weird.
it. You know what?
Yeah, in house
That's
box.
that
Yeah,
Midwest boy right there. We like that. We like that. Keep it a buck.
So we're not being straightforward. We
No.
just want that consistent box, right? We don't or we just want somebody to be around because we don't want to be lonely, or we're going through our
Absolutely.
own struggles mentally, and we've probably already either been through a relationship, got who knows how many baby mamas, we got all this baggage, so we're looking to bring on that baggage and carry it on and bring it to somebody else. Same thing with women. We're not dating with any type of intentions, or we're selling false hope. We're giving up the box too early. You know what I mean? We're giving it up way too early, knowing that you don't want to be with this guy. He done moved the PlayStation in. He done brought all his chips and cookies and brought the weed over there.
PlayStation.
Now you stuck with him. Now you ready to kick him out.
Damn.
the chips
You
and
knew you
weed.
didn't want to be with the guy already.
Oh,
You
you
knew you
told
didn't
me,
want
D?
to be with him. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Just like Tony
Well,
D. I can hear Tony D
yeah,
saying
that's what I'm saying. Like my fellas
You
be
knew
on.
you didn't want to be with the guy from the start, though. So why first of all, why did you give yourself up, right? And you know that you don't see yourself with this person. If you gave it up anyway, I have needs. Okay, now you're letting him come over. Now before you know it, he's bringing socks and shoes. Before you know it, now the PlayStation's over there. Now you guys are kicking it every single day. Now you're trying to figure out a way to get rid of it.
once the PlayStation is in, you stuck.
Oh
Yes, you are.
man, what's
yeah.
Once
that?
a PlayStation
Okay.
comes over, you're stuck.
Here's
I
but
mean,
see,
it's
I
funny,
don't.
but these
He's
things
been like
happen
that for a
every single day, especially
No, they
right now
really do.
because it's cold.
Well, here's the thing. Like for me, I get told a lot of the time, since City, you're new to me. I get told all the time that I'm very masculine and I'm too opinionated and I talk too rough and
You are very
all this
masculine.
stuff.
You sound like a man, but go ahead, continue.
Excuse me?
I'm just messing with you. I'm
I
joking.
didn't hear what you said. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm
I
messing
didn't hear
with
that
you.
either.
I'm messing with you.
When you said people say I'm masculine, he said, "Yeah, you sound like a man," but he was just fucking with you. Go ahead.
oh,
I'm just
no,
messing. I'm
but yeah,
just
but I get
messing
told all
with
the
you.
time that I'm very masculine. I do go pretty hard in the paint. I am 100% straight to the core. I mean, I don't pull no punches. I mean, I guess us being from the Midwest, like I said, South Side, shy born, lived in Michigan, go blue. So I don't pull any punches, and I'm very honest about what I want and and how I move. Like I said, when I did take Snaggletooth out, it was strictly on a friend basis. It was a day date. I made sure that he understood what it was and what it wasn't, and that's why I was glad it was a day date. So there was no expectations. I made sure that my sister knew where I was and what I was doing, and she was even on the phone with us during part of the date, so she could even vouch that it was just us kicking it. Like we was walking through a dog park, just chilling with the speaker blasting, like it was never ever that. Now, when I do date, like I said, I'm with you. I mean, a lot of dudes lie they you ain't gotta lie to kick it. If you just want
Yes.
me to be a bust it, say that. Give me the option to choose because I might just want to bust it too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I might not want to like you. I might not want it. You know what I'm saying? I might not want to, try to foresee a future with you. I might just be in it for some dinner, a good time, and some dick, straight up. But
Yep.
just say that.
Facts. And I get it with the part with come on, Sin. Why you gotta give my man snack? Why I ain't gotta give why is Snaggletooth? But
I mean, I'm
Snaggletooth,
just
right?
saying. I'm not necessarily trying to be somebody. I mean, let's just keep it a buck. Everybody you meet, you're not necessarily trying to build a bond with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be your
Exactly.
girlfriend, just like a dude. Sometimes you just want some cut and go home. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But at the same time, I can understand that because I'm not gonna throw a flag on that play because you treated him to the meal. So it's like, yo, nigga, I'm treating you to the meal. It's not like, yo, I'm leading you on like there may be a romantic interest. And he didn't pay for you thinking on the back end, you're gonna smack, you're gonna smash. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You paid for the food and all that good stuff in
Well, this
return
is
for
why I
him
was.
around town. So that was an even exchange, and I'm not, and I'm with that. If it's gonna be some friend zone shit, it's cool. We can go to lunch, but you paying for that shit because I'm not getting nothing on the back end. You smell me? So I think that was a good look right there. You know what I mean? I can't call foul on that. You know, not saying Sin was calling foul, but I can't call foul on that because you know you paid for the lunch and all that, and it was daytime, and so there's definitely. I
I
mean,
even went and
I will
I even went to pick some up.
I will smack some ass in the daytime. Don't get it fucked up. But I'm just saying, like I specialize in lunch dates. Right, I'm just saying.
I
But
get it. I get it. I don't know. Everybody else get it.
you know
I
what I
get it.
mean?
I get it. I get it too. Daytime delights can happen if you got the right, you got the right setup.
I'm just sort of. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh for sure. You seen it, man. I'm not saying you seen it personally, but you know, I'm just saying in general. Like you
So
know.
did you tell him before y'all went out, like, okay, yes, I just want like so before hanging out,
Yeah.
it can be like, okay, yeah, I just want you to show me around, but is it were you like explicit that this is not a date on top of the fact that you want to get shown around the new area?
Absolutely. I was like, because actually the way that I even met him, we were at a we were at like a like how they be having like cattle calls for a job, and we were actually in line together, and we were waiting in this line for a long time for to get a chance to do an interview. And so when we were waiting in this line, it was like an hour and a half. So of course you spend time speaking with somebody and talking to somebody, and of course, and so yeah. And then after our interviews were over, both of us got hired for different positions or whatever. um and I during the time we were talking to him, I was new to Texas, and I was just like, look, how about this? I want to go to these places, and he was telling me some of the places that I had on my phone were nice places. I was like, look, I'll come pick you up. We'll go out, we'll go out and kick it.
Which is that's all
But
good.
that
That's
right,
cool.
but at the
Hmm?
so
If you paying, I ain't sweating it because I
no,
don't feel like
100%.
yeah, like she
I'm
paid
not
for this
saying
shit. I don't
that,
feel like damn, I can't fuck and I just spend a buck 50. Like
but
she
if a
paid,
chick
so I'm
hit
like,
me
fuck
up,
it, I'm good. I mean, my time is worth money, but at the same time, I ain't feeling that. But if I know I can't smash, I'm good.
right? But like, if a chick hit me up, say she want to go out, she want to kick it. I'm not gonna assume I'm gonna smack it, but I'm not assuming the door is closed to me smacking it.
Yeah,
She said
kick
she
it.
want to
Yeah,
kick it.
kick it leaves the door
What?
open. When you say kick it, now I don't know how this Midwest slang shit works. Like kick it to me means kick it like I'm kicking it to this broad. Not saying you're a broad, but I'm
No,
saying
kick it
It's
means
okay. It does.
kick
to
it
us
means
means
hanging
like we
out.
just going out and hang out. We just gonna go hang out and chill out. Yeah.
Oh, so depending on where you from in the area, kick different shit to me. Cause like in like New York, for example, yo, I'm kicking it with Shorty. We kicking it like we have some type of romantic interest. So I guess depending on what region you're from, the term is applied differently. You know what I mean? I want to take a shout out to Shiny in the chat room. He said real quick, he says I'm gonna just break it down real quick. He says her eyes look fire though. Um my man Mace Dillon just said he got a free meal. Sounds like a player ass deal to me. You know what I'm saying? That's a player ass deal, that free meal. You know what I mean? You ain't getting no tail, but you got a free meal. You know what I mean? Let me see what else we got? You trying to body slam Midwest. Gangsta Lifestyle says, real quick, you see, women will do that. They will waste time with a man. He's not saying you that they're not attracted to. men aren't wasting time with a woman they're not attracted to. Exactly. So he's not saying per se, but women will go out with a man that they're not attracted to just in order to get a free meal. That doesn't
Well,
apply. That doesn't
I know what
apply. No,
gangs.
no, no,
I know what
no,
gangsters talking about when
that
you meant
doesn't
that.
apply to
I didn't take that personally.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So, yeah, I don't got to mansplain shit to you. You already know what it is. Yeah, but women will waste a nigga time that she's not trying to lash. He will take her out, spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. As long as he keeps offering, she'll go along with it. And at the back end, it'll just be free meals and gifts and prizes. He won't really benefit at the end. Kyla, you with us? How you feel about this situation? Seeing if you're still here. You know,
I'm here.
checking in. I just thought I gotta put you on Broadway once in a while to keep you active in the game.
Um, as no, I could.
If I want to date you,
If
for
I'm
example,
going out, if I'm
I
going out with
wanna date
someone, and but I don't mind spending money when it comes to going out to do something. Like I've just always been that way. I'm not the type to, even though you know how like sometimes when you're raised, you're like let the man do this, let him pick you up, if he takes you there, let him pay. But I don't know, I've always seen things as different. Like I don't mind reaching, if we're going to the movie, I don't mind being like, hey, I got the movie, I got the food or whatever. If we go out to eat, like it's just, to me it just doesn't matter. But yeah, if I'm going out with someone and I'm doing that, obviously I'm going to have some type of um how do you say it, like I'm going to have some interest in you. If
yes, romantic interest.
yes, yeah, it's going to be some type of interest. Just me, just speaking for myself.
Yeah.
If we're going to here doing this, going out to the movies or whatever, like I know you could just go out with a friend, you can, a guy could just be a friend that you're like, hey, let's just go do this or that together. But usually it's somebody that I would be interested in if we're going out and doing that.
Some type of romantic interest.
Just me. Something,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes, because you don't want to send the wrong message. Like
And
if you're
it
going
ends up,
out,
yeah.
at least have some type of romantic interest. You're not just there to just get a free meal. Salute the Bandana Travels in the building. Got the link right there just in case you want to pull up.
Banana
Tonight
travel.
we're talking more bang for your buck. Pay for play versus dating. And we're gonna pause for 1 second. We're gonna
Oh
pause
boy.
for a little station identification. Here we go. We're gonna run some promos.
So has he said some things that are, borderline crappy or whatever, and then he backs it up with this is opinion radio? Yeah, he's done that.
I don't know what happened, but look, that saw me smoke Sunday night smoke pause. Go check my boy out. You know what I mean? For sure.
No, thank you for coming on the panel, Smoke. I had fun with all of you. Thank you so much.
Well, come on, Slam. No wonder why I blocked.
What was that?
Absolute insanity.
That was my man Milton from the previous app channel that we were on. Those are all promos.
Oh,
That was
Milton.
Yo Soy
Is
Kyla.
that my voice?
That was Yo Soy Kyla, who we have on the panel. That was Milton. That was my man. Salute to Izzy High from the West Coast, his channel. Also, last but not least, who was that last soundbite? That was from damn, what was my man's name? He was another one of my favorite broadcasters from the chat who explained my crappy opinions, but this is opinion radio, so that's what we do, you know what I'm saying? Just had to pay a little station identification. Salute to Sunday Night Smoke Podcast, Instagram, salute to YouTube, Twitch TV, WZGS FM, Blog Talk Radio, and all the other people affiliated with Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. Let's go. As we was saying, more bang for your buck. Pay for play versus dating. Salute the Bandana Travels in the house. Shiny. I have the link in the chat room, but let's in case you want to jump on and give your opinion before we wrap it. It'll be a few more minutes. We still here. But thanks everybody for joining us. Happy New Year. We back at it. That took a deep breath. to get that shit out. Rich Free in the building. You know what I'm saying? Took us to shit. That's the Tony D breath control that I do not have. God damn it. But salute to Tony D in the building also. Happy New Year, everybody. Let's continue. More bang for your buck. I think we pretty much we got it out, man. You know what I mean? We got it out. And like I say, I can definitely salute sister that will definitely let you know up front, man. Like, but remember, don't get the words confused because just kicking it in a certain part of the country may mean something different in another part of the country. So if Shorty holler at me and say, "Hey, I may be in a different part of the country," and she be like, "Yo, let's go. I'm gonna kick it. Grab something, 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 something." I'm thinking, kick it, as in I'm kicking it, like we kicking it. We have some type of romantic interest. But like I say, in different areas, they have a different slang. So you got to be aware of that also when you're in the dating market and you're dating within a country in different regions. Also, you know what I mean. Don't get it confused. Like, don't be hollering at a shorty on like you nowadays, holler on Instagram and Snapchat and all this other ish, and they like, yeah, yeah, we doing this, we doing that, and we kicking it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna fly you out just to kick it. Like, don't think you come in here just to kick it. Like I have I have other things in mind. You know what I'm saying? We not just gonna get from the shit, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta definitely make sure around the thing. You got a little feedback starting just a little bit. So that's why I muted you. So when you're ready to speak, just unmute it when you just, when you're ready to jump in the jump. You know what I mean? But that's what kicking it is to me. So like I laid that out earlier. I just don't want to keep repeating the phrases and the points, but I'm just saying I'm kicking it with intentions of scoring. When I kick it, I want to score the goal. God damn it. Okay. I want to kick it right through the net, score the goal. That's my version of kicking it. So all in all, we can get some final sayings. I mean, we could get final opinions on whether you feel pay for play is more beneficial to dating. I see chicken burrito. You look like you're eating chicken. So I'm not gonna put you on screen yet, right? I'll just let you. What's the name? Nah, fuck it. It's New Year's. Celebrate, eat live. Let's eat. Let's do things. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the chicken. We're gonna bring it around the house. We're gonna bring it around the wagon for closing comments. You know what I mean? We've been on an hour and a half. We're gonna bring it around the wagon for closing comments. I'll start with you, Sin City. You know what I mean? In closing, what do you have on the topic? And then let us know where we can follow you. Of course, you can throw your channel in the chat. Sin City on YouTube, all that good shit. Get at me, player.
All right, so I mean, as far as the pay for play and all of that, man, I mean, bang for your buck, blah blah blah. I mean, I say don't mix the two. I mean, if you're going if you're gonna pay for play, I mean that's what you do. But if you plan on dating, date with intentions. Don't horse around. Stop bullshitting. Let that let the woman know exactly what your intentions are and what you're trying to pursue. Let her know from the start, and then go from there. Then at that point, it's on you, depending on what circumstances you put yourself into, because you know what you will and will not tolerate. So you have to understand your value as an individual, and if things are not going your way, or not what I mean by going your way, but if things aren't in line with what your intentions are, walk away. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody on the panel. Thanks for having me here. I think this is the first time I've actually got on here and really. Come on, man, you got me up too close, man.
My bad.
That's not.
You gotta highlight that crispy ass outline right there, man. The ladies are loving
Man,
it.
nah,
All
man.
good. My bad. I'll bring it back.
Nah.
Bring it back down. I'm
No,
saying.
I'm just messing. No, I'm messing with you. But no, shout out to having me on this panel. I mean, overall, I just think us as men, we just need to take a little bit more accountability in what we're doing. We're the ones who allowed this to get a little spin out of control. Also, with this whole, because we didn't even touch on this, but because we
Let's
only
touch on
touched on one
that.
side of the dating aspect, but this
You
whole
got it.
new, with this feminist movement going on right now, and women
Had
having this equal equality, and getting, having the equality of having higher earning potential, them having the jobs, them making more money, it's pretty much kind of fell on the men, meaning it's been the men have taken a huge hit on that. And but we need to take accountability as men, as we haven't been men. We're not men anymore. Also with the whole sexuality thing as well, with not being cool to even be a straight man. Even what you even see and what's depicted, it's not really cool to be straight in this day and age. But anyway, we need to take a little bit more accountability in our actions and stop putting these women on the pedestals that aren't natural, that have these fingernails that's about as long as this water bottle, eyelashes that are as long as this water bottle, can't even see your eyeballs. You know what I mean? We're the ones that are allowing these things, BBLs, all this trash. We're the ones that are, putting these things on the pedestal. And that's why these women are continuing to do it, because this is what most men go after. I mean, most men don't want the woman that they have to work for, that looks natural, that stays at home, stays to herself, and you have to go on several dates to even attempt to even get a whiff of the box. Nobody wants to put in all that work. So just things to think about.
But real quick though, real quick, no, real quick, Sin, because you did bring up a real good point there. That was something that we didn't cover, right? If you have an extra minute, let's talk about this real quick. Um, some of the issues, some of the things you mentioned went along the lines of simping. Like as in the men, we have a simp now, and we do accept anything because we have to get something, right? And when I say we, I don't mean me as in particular, as far as participating in the simp culture. We have a simp culture now, right? And the men, like you said, cannot be men anymore. And like we alluded to earlier on Backpack Val's live stream, right? And we alluded to the same topic earlier as T Roni and Star Child. Remember, we had this conversation maybe a month or two back, as far as like the toxic these prefixes, the toxic placed in front of masculinity. The we live in this new era where we have subtitles put on words, and they're meant to shame. It's like a shaming language. So like you'll have toxic masculinity, right? But then you'll have gay pride, right? So you'll put a positive on the back of one thing, but you'll put a negative in the front of other. But these things are set to control a narrative. So the men, for example, right? Since masculinity is now known as toxic, we have a feminine breed of males, right? And the feminine breed of males are forced to accept anything that society gives to them, because if you give any pushback, you're labeled as toxic. Okay, so if the women, for example, if the women like the men, if they don't like the long fingernails or the long eyelashes or the long, right? They'll actually they don't have to if we say something about it, we're labeled as toxic. So you just got to be quiet and accept it. It may not be that we like the fashion statement, but it's either if you talk up, you can't get no box, because it's like you understand what I'm saying? This is how we rolling with it. So remember, they're setting their own stage. This is how they're rolling with it. So you can't, if you go against it, you're hating, or you just like, well, this is what we doing with it. So if you don't like the long fingernails, the eyelashes, etc., you can't spank nothing unless you take your game on the road. You understand what I'm saying? Salute Bandana Travels. Happy New Year's, my brother. Thank you for joining the panel. Bandana Travels in the house, y'all. But you understand what I'm saying, Sin? Like we're forced. This shit is forced down our throats, and it's like this is the standard. So whether if you got flexibility, like myself, like Sin City, like Bandana Travels, like Chicken Burrito, you know what I mean? We can take our game overseas. We can just jump on a plane and go look for the look that we want. You understand? But not all men have that flexibility. So those issues are more for the men that are stuck in the box, opposed to the men that have the freedom pass like we do. You know what I'm saying? That's they call that stone that you can just travel anywhere with it. That I don't remember what color it was in the movie, but there's a stone that made Thanos. He can just poof, take his niggas and disappear and show up anywhere. Like that's what we got, but not everyone has that option. So they're stuck with the aesthetics that they don't particularly appreciate. But that's not our problem. You know what I mean? For the most part, I'm just saying. Bandana, what's good, man? Uh,
I'm just listening in. Great.
okay.
Talk your talk.
Okay, yeah, we were just talking more bang for your buck, pay for play versus dating. We were kind of just going
Yeah,
through the
because
social situation. Go ahead, man.
I'm just tapping in. I ain't know what been going on. You feel me? So I'm just listening.
Oh, okay, which is cool. I ain't gonna put you in the spot if you miss part of the conversation. 'Cause for the most part, the presentation.
Yeah, I
we
don't even
can-
know what been going on. So I'm just listening. I'm tuning in.
Okay,
Feel me?
cool. Stay right there.
Yeah.
Stay put right there. Because we were kind of on the tail end of the convo, but we were pretty much talking about
Yeah.
um like if you're dating in the States, like regular, like she regular, man,
Mhm.
like regular chick, right?
Yeah.
Like some women now today's infinity stone. Thank you there, Rich Free. The infinity stone that we have, we can
Mhm.
travel, right? So some of the problems in the box. Go ahead, T Roni. Some of the problems that the men that don't have the infinity stone, they can't travel and get away from some of the issues that they feel are plaguing the dating
Mhm.
landscape in the States. Like like you can't go to Applebee's anymore. A lot of times that's a lower standard for someone, so they're not really accepting that. You got to go for the high $200
Okay.
$300 restaurant. But I'm saying for $300, they can get a plane ticket. You know what I mean? So go ahead, T Roni. What did you have on that? Real quick. Hold the panel down. I'm gonna run to the restroom after you
Mhm.
put your comment in, T Roni, because I want to hear what you have to say. Go for it, sis. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, sis. Hold on. Let me do that. Go
Sorry, I
ahead.
was saying Star Child is backstage. So when you get a
Okay.
moment,
All right. Let me bring you
or
back in,
is
Star Child. I'm sorry, because when I start talking about Ish, we're gonna bring it back. We got a full channel, Star Child back in the house. I'm like, we lost her. Yeah, but but to
so
each his own as far as the fashion standards and the beauty standards. Go ahead, T Ronnie, go for it.
okay, no, I was gonna ask while you went to do your thing. Banana, I was gonna ask Banana Travels how he felt
Bandana
about.
What's
travel.
up?
Bandana, like
That's what I
the
said.
bandana.
Bandana
I thought you said
Travels. Am I
I
saying
thought you
it
said
right?
banana. I'm bad. I'm sorry.
I have a little bit of an accent, but
Yo,
not much.
My bad. I
what
thought
you?
like,
What's
huh?
the question for me? Yo, I'm gonna let you know before you ask your question. I'm a nutcase. So ask your
Okay.
question. Go ahead.
This is my boy.
Okay.
I'm a little nuts.
Okay.
Go for it.
So, well,
It's
our
all.
episode was about pay for play versus dating.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and the pay for play, of course, is just literally, you get paid, you get dressed, you go out on a date, whatever contract or agreement you had is what it is. Dating
Mm-hmm.
is, you kind of, um, Star Child had alluded to a story of um, someone that she knew who was paid
Wait. You talking about you? Oh, wait. You talking about this experience overseas or in America?
No, we
America.
talking about either or,
Okay,
compared to
I'm
either
sorry.
or. For the most part, in the
Not
states,
because you can't date overseas. That's that dating overseas. I don't know who made that term up, but
don't
that's
work
nonsense.
though, because you're not there.
You
So
pay
just
for
say
play once
America.
you get overseas. If you don't know the language and you ain't tapped in with the locals or the neighborhood, you pay for play. So
Got
go
it.
ahead with your question.
So more
No,
folks,
no, and
so more
actually you
more
answered it.
so for in the states, like in the states. So let's keep it stateside for the most part. But she
Okay,
backdrop,
go to the states.
yeah, she's giving
'Cause-
you a backdrop on what we talked about. So she's filling you in real quick
Okay,
of it. Go ahead.
all right, no doubt.
Yeah, that was it for the most part. If you're dating, let's say you're pay for play, we already established what the pay for play was. Dating, if you are you're pay we have, I guess, what some of the guys described as simps who are apparently paying for these girls just for
Mm-hmm,
the dating experience. There's nothing involved,
mm-hmm,
no intercourse, no interaction, or maybe it is, I mean, but Star Child gave us an example of someone who that she knew that actually was paid for her date. He gave her money. She went for her to get her nails done, her hair done, and a dress and an outfit, and she had to wait for the date that he prefixed to go out on, and then they went to the date. So, which one is, I guess, quote unquote, more bang for the buck, for pay for play or versus dating. So we have many opinions here on everyone to, tell us their side of the story. I don't know how much you've heard as far as the chat, but what do you think? I mean, just even the short version of it. How do you feel?
I'm still lost. I don't understand what you're saying. I'm
Put it
really
like this.
lost.
It was a sugar daddy. Put it like this. She know a chick, right?
Okay.
A friend, my other little sister right there on the bottom of the panel on the photo. She know a chick that
Okay.
like some nigga came at her on some sugar daddy shit. Dropped 1,500 on her cash app. Like, yo, mom, get your shit right. I'm gonna holler at you Wednesday. We're going on a date, right? On some legal
They
wallet.
dropped 1,500.
Exact. That's what I'm trying to say. Exactly. Let me cut right
I
to the
told the
fucking
story
chase.
nicely. That's
Pimp
what it
shit.
was.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
here, okay. Let me tell the story. Let me tell the
Corny
story.
ass nigga. All right, go ahead. Some corny ass
My,
nigga led with his wallet
hi,
and dropped
well, hi,
1,500.
hi, bandana. I have a, I have a, I have a homegirl, and this is back in the summertime, and she was telling me that like she had met this dude, and we're all in the same age range. We're Gen Xers. The dude is also a Gen Xer, so he's 40 plus in his 50s. And
I'm gonna
so
see that from
I guess she had met him on a weekend, and she called me. She was like, this dude just he sent her 1,500 because one of the first things he asked her, according to her, was, what's your Zelle, Cash App, whatever. And he gave her 1,500. And in the note, he was like, I'll see you. I think it was like his schedule he wasn't free till like a Wednesday or a Thursday. He said, here you go. I'll see you Wednesday, Thursday. But he gave her 1,500 like that Saturday or Sunday. And so she said they went out, and like I was telling them, I haven't spoken to her. It's been the holidays. I've moved, and my life changed. But like I was telling them, this is a woman that I've known for a long time, and I wouldn't necessarily say she's a best friend, but I know her well. She's a regular schmegular chick, just like me, natural body, regular job. You know what I'm saying? She's not a sex worker adjacent. She's none of that. You know what I'm saying? Just pretty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. She's supposed to milk that cow. I hope she's still milking the cow. Where's she at? Because my middle name is Pookie. Is she still milking the cow? Cause shit, I want some of that money that she getting. If not, she's a fool.
Oh my God. Well, at the time,
is she still milking the cow or no?
No, she's not. Well, she's a friend of mine.
She's a nut bitch. Then she ain't milking that cow. She crazy as hell.
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't talked to her in a while. I moved to St. Louis. I'm originally from Chicago. I lived in Michigan. At the time, I was living in Texas. So I haven't really been in touch with her. I don't know and like I told the panel, I would make sure to get back in touch with her and see what's good, because Sin City, the first thing he said was, that's probably a dead horse at this point, because those situations don't pan out well.
Okay.
So I don't know. And like I was told the panel, I am single as hell. I have dated, and like I was telling Chicken Burrito, I said I took a dude out. I was not attracted to him. It wasn't like I was trying to date him to like him. Like I said, the dude was missing the front tooth. He didn't even have a lineup, but he was cool people, and I was new to Texas, and I wanted just to go out and kick it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to, and I made it very clear though. Like I said, I told my sister where I was, and she was part of the date. And it wasn't like I was trying to, I wasn't wasting this time. It wasn't even a romantic interest. It was a day date. It was just me knowing that I wanted to get to know where I was. I just moved to Texas. He was cool people. And it wasn't no fair exchange and no robbery. I paid for the date. We didn't do like the 2 for $20, but it was a nice place. And I just wanted some company and somebody that knew Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything wrong with that, as long as like Sin City said, I was very clear. I wasn't trying to be with the dude. He knew that. He was a little bit younger than me. He was actually shocked that I even picked him up and paid for shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm old school like that. It don't matter to me. If I want to go eat and I'm going and I don't know the area I'm in real well then ride out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good look on your behalf. He was keeping it grown and sexy on your behalf.
No, what you did was very honorable. I like what you did. What you did was very honorable. I like what you did. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with paying for dates and stuff like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Because look, you ain't gonna be look, you ain't gonna be entitled to having to give none at the end of the night.
yes.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that was smart that you did that.
If anything, you could have made him give you some joint. Yo, give me some dates.
First of all, like I said, first of all, like Sin City said, he was snaggletooth, and if you know, if you can't even take care of your mouth, I definitely don't want no dick. I'm good out here.
I'm just saying. A couple of drinks, you never know. Snaggletooth may get sexy for you, ladies. But I'm just saying, it was a good look for covering the bill. T-Roni, I can't hear you. You muted. Go ahead. We can't hear you.
Yeah, that was good, though.
I thought you were saying.
Yo, so Kyla had to leave.
Copy. I just sent her a
Yo, Smoke.
What up?
They said one of the Smoke. I got a question for you, dog.
Talk to me, man.
They said one of the people that used to be in one of these chat rooms. There was one of them names. I don't know the name. They said the baby girl died. I don't know her name. I forget the name, dog. I seen that shit all over YouTube today.
I'm talking about Felicia Jordan.
Yeah, baby girl died. What happened to her?
I don't know.
I used to see her in all the time.
Kayla told me. Kayla told me. She said she had cancer.
Oh, okay. Really? All right.
Yeah, Rich.
That's crazy.
Wow. Okay. And
I used to be seeing baby girl in all the rooms and shit.
Wow. Okay. Damn, I'm kind of late.
Yeah, they said she died. I was like, what happened to baby girl? Like, what the fuck?
Oh man. Listen, life is short too at the same time, man. Rest in peace to her soul, man. You know what I mean? For real. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Just like that, you'd be out of here.
Yeah. Here today, going tomorrow, man. Like. Wow. Well, on that note,
Smoke, you remember baby girl, right? You used to see baby girl on the chat rooms, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Exactly. This was just new. I'm just catching wind of this, just as you just spoke it. You know what I mean? Just as you spoke those words, I'm just catching wind of that, like that. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of a small community, but like the travel community is kind of a small community. You know what I mean? So a lot of people that are in the chat rooms and a lot of us that pull up on each other's panels and stuff. It's kind of it's a big community, but small. Like, I don't know. This is like the underground. You got the overground and the underground. Like, I kind of, you know what I mean? Like when I talk about the big 1 million followers, you know. But then you got the, you know what I mean? The modest type of like, you know what I mean, with the modest following. But like a lot of you know, we are all in each other's chat rooms and all that stuff a lot. So it's like a small community. We definitely notice the names all the time. You know, wow.
Somebody just said Gangsta Boo died today. They just text me. You know Gangsta Boo? She died today. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they mentioned that on Backpack Val stream earlier. Like, wow. Like
Gangsta Boo, I remember her.
The rapper, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, wow, man. Every day, tomorrow's not promised, man. So we got to definitely spread our love. You know what I mean? And you know, give each other our flowers every day. You know what I mean? For real. Because tomorrow's not promised. You know. Let me see what else we have. Who else we have in the chats? Rich Free, Gangster Lifestyle. Austin Holland started that dumb shit. I was like, yo, stop. You paying, you're not dating. That was I mean, I'm a little late with that comment right there, but that was the like I guess to what you were saying, Bandana, about when you overseas, you know, depending on how you're rooted into the community, you may not be dating. You may think you're dating, but you may just be you know.
Man, don't get me started on them dudes out there. I'll be out there. I'll be around. I'm easy to find too.
Facts.
and dog, that shit that they be talking about is ignorant.
Yeah, but remember,
because it's not like yo, dog. They ain't putting no work in the States. You gotta put work in the States before you go over there and talk that gangster shit. You gotta put work in the States. I put work in the States. Camden, New Jersey, Philadelphia. I put all the work in early. You feel me? Dog, you gotta put the work in the States first. And then go over there and talk all that gangster shit. But The shit I see these dudes online talking about, you ain't put no work in over here, dog. And then you go over there, you talking about some pimp shit. You ain't no pimp. I be saying, dog, you know how many dudes I saw walking around in the clock tower holding hands? Like, dog, I'm working on my friends. Like, you holding hands with this bitch? You serious?
A lot of people share that same sentiment that you share, Bandana. A lot of people, but you got to remember there's levels to this shit, right? So somebody that's maybe
holding hands with this bitch.
Somebody
let them enjoy their GFE.
Look. Smoke. I had to apologize to the locals one of the nights, dog. I said, these ain't the real black men. These ain't the real black men. They come out there, they getting escorted by prostitutes, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't no fucking prostitute escorting me.
What happens is this.
I had to apologize to the motherfuckers out there one night, dog. Said these ain't real black men, these is pussy niggas. What the fuck?
A lot of times you have like they're going to you're gonna have situations where you're gonna have people that are not very experienced that have traveled, right? So they're gonna come on, so they're gonna come on real quick, right? And they're gonna come on and they're gonna get on you. And
anybody feel some kind of way, you know.
Listen, but they're gonna give you
no, you can't do that on TV on YouTube.
What that?
Oh,
don't put that. Yeah, don't put that on strike. Yeah, don't put that. But yeah, check it out. So check it out. What happens is they're gonna jump on YouTube. They're gonna give their experience because it's their real life experience, right? It's they're telling their story. Their story may not be that of a story coming from a place of experience, right? A place of knowledge, but they're telling their own truth, right? Even though their own truth may not be the truth, the whole truth and the truth. What you say, Rolly? What happened?
No, I'm laughing at what Bandana's travel. He's like, they holding hands.
And holding hands, dog.
But they like Sin said,
get the fuck out of here, man.
Some people are looking for the girlfriend experience. We spoke about that
Jesus Christ. And holding hands, dog.
We spoke about that on Sin Joint, the GFE. That's the dreaded girlfriend experience.
Well, that was on backpacks. Shit,
I mean, that was on backpack. My bad. The GFE and the pros and cons and the bad look of the GFE, the quote unquote cupcaking. What you call this in the cupcaking, baking cake,
baking cakes. That's what we call it where I'm from. Yeah,
broken cakes. Same shit. Cupcaking, broken cakes, all the same nut shit. Holding hands in the clock tower. What are you doing?
Yeah, so some people are looking for different experiences, man.
But look, they can't get on. Dog, if you one of them Jones and you're holding hands at the clock tower, you can't get online talking greasy about black women hairs. You feel me? Like you eliminated.
Facts.
You feel me?
Because
you eliminated. You can't talk about that.
Some of them have those issues, like some of the
you eliminated
alluded to earlier. Some of them have issues about the women in the States, some issues with women in the States, but they haven't really had the dating experience to gauge it to that level.
I know we had talked about this. Okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. See, go ahead.
I know we had slightly talked about this before too in another show that we did, but I would like to circle back and talk about it again in the episode because what you're saying, Bandana Javos, makes a good point, and I can add to that too what you had just said because they go over there, they blast, they get all their quote unquote pimp game, they get all these women, but they get in the girlfriend experience, and they come here and blast Black American women, and then I'm as a woman from the woman's perspective, not all women, but some women, they see this, they get in their feed, they get in their Instagram feed, their TikTok feed or whatever. So now they believe they have to be this in order to get that. It's an illusion. So now that the illusion has worked, Black women have diminished themselves.
But hold on, I gotta jump on your ass. Oh, wait. I gotta jump on your ass because
finish the part.
I gotta jump on your ass because you're having a better experience with them than is with y'all. So hey,
and I get it.
Yeah, let her finish the point. Go ahead.
No,
go ahead though.
I'm agreeing with what you're saying.
And look, wait. I'm gonna cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
Those the bulls y'all want. Them dudes over there, because ain't no hood niggas really fucking traveling. Ain't no dope boys traveling. Those is passport Pauls. Those is middle class dudes that's out there. So I'm gonna jump on your ass. Why you can't lock them niggas down? I mean, not saying you, but the girls, because y'all want them dudes.
The women.
Yeah, because I see a bunch of, now I call them passport Pauls. They ain't passport Pookies or nothing. Them dudes is soft as hell out there. And those is the dudes that y'all want. How y'all can't lock them down, but they getting locked down by them out there?
This is
holding hands.
A definite another episode for us to kind of tackle on.
Holding hands. I'll be like, oh hell no, this nigga crazy.
On this.
Sure, because a lot of black men want to be married, and a lot of men want to be in relationships, and that's the thing. Like a lot of, and just to wrap this up real quick, because I know we've been on a couple of hours, but like a lot of it's like this whole thing with this gender war and this black man versus black woman, and the women are a little rough around that, quote unquote, getting labeled as masculine and this, that, and the other, right? But then and real quick, some of the men that didn't get a chance with some of the women, like that my man Bandana is alluding to, some of the quote unquote
softer fair share of that shit, dog.
Some of the softer guys that are holding hands.
Be nasty, yo.
I'm just saying,
man. You know what I mean, yo.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I had my fair share of that, dog. But mid 90s, early 90s, dog. Yo, we had the most triflingest bitches on earth. In Camden, New Jersey, in that Philadelphia area, Delaware Valley, we had the most nasty. Yo, still to this day, we got a culture in Camden, dog.
To this day,
we don't got no restaurants in Camden, dog. I grew up on a horse strip. We don't got no restaurants in Camden. You get a cheesesteak. Wait, you can fuck, bitch. That's it.
It was real greasy.
I mean, this is your true story.
Yeah, and everybody lives and everybody has to live in their own truth, which I alluded to earlier.
I lost my virginity to a crack whore, nigga. I was a young boy. What?
And you know what,
man?
Oh shit! Listen. This is not definitely a tell-all professional, but it's all good. But it's keeping it. That's your story, though. But like I'm saying, that's your story, and you keep it. You keep it a man. So, like at the end of the day, it's pay-for-play, right? Pay-for-play.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes it may be more beneficial because if you remember, everybody's looking to get to the end. Does the end justify the means? Of course, it does. In certain instances, right? In certain instances. Right, but like he was alluding to earlier, like the point I was getting to is like some of these dudes that you'll see overseas, like he said, that's holding hands with a quote unquote with a pro, right? He's walking through the clock tower holding hands, but you know what? But he's a good guy. He's a guy that could not find love in the States because he's looking for a quote unquote girlfriend experience. But if he's a quote unquote softer male, could be quote unquote, but sometimes may label as or whatever. He's looking for a girlfriend experience, so he's looking for love. He couldn't find that in the States. So you know what? So whoever else was able to offer that to him, hey man. But I'm saying that a lot of sisters are passing up these quote unquote softer guys, these guys with no swag. They're passing these guys up. Be a good husband. And
they the ones y'all should be with.
He would be the one you need to have the baby with instead of quote unquote, as we alluded to in Backpack House, being Pookie and Ray Ray. That was the nerd. Paul is a good father. Edgar, Poindexter, who you should baby with, but instead you want to have the baby with Arthur Fonzarelli.
I'm gonna lay something on him real quick, real fast. This was a couple years ago. Yo, look, I remember, because look, I move around and shit, like, you know what I mean? Yo, I met this chick. She just came off a date with a dude, right? He took her to a fine, high-end restaurant. This was years ago, right? How do right? Because I had got her number a couple days prior, right? We talked, we chatted for a quick hot second, and when she got off the date, she called me up, and she said, "Yo, what's up? I want to see you." I linked up with her, right? You feel me? I said, "Yo," I said, "Where you just coming from? Where you going?" She said, "I was just on the date with the dude, but he was corny. But he took you to a high-end restaurant. Bitch, I'm not taking to none of that. Why would you want to deal with a dude like me? It was real easy for me. I took her right in there, slayed her, and that's it. It was just that easy.
That's the game, though.
You feel me? Well, why would she want to deal with the bull that did all that crazy shit for her?
Because
I'm not doing none of that.
Game, man. The game is this. Nice guys finish last, unfortunately. And that's why
that's messed up in the black community, bro.
Exited exactly because
and that's messed up in the black community because them dudes should be finishing first. Not dudes like me and I got so many Pookie stories. Y'all don't even want to hear the Pookie stories I have.
But
I'm the epitome of a Pookie.
But you still a good dude though. So if you want to put yourself in that category, you on the high end version.
But I got a lot, dog, Pookie stories. I got a lot of Pookie in me too.
It's all good though, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying, I'm giving you your props though. You know what I'm saying? If you
you my nigga,
on the high that because you know what I mean. So we don't look negative. You know what I mean. So that's what the Tony D in the chat. Once again, I'm about that link. T Roney, I understand you under time restraints. You got to slide. I don't want to hold you hostage. I will definitely catch you next Sunday. T Roney. I can't hear you.
Bye, Ronnie. It was good to see you. Happy New Year again.
Good night, everyone. Happy New Year to all y'all. I hope we see y'all next Sunday, right? Next Sunday.
Right now. Happy New Year.
Chicken, Sin City,
Happy New Year.
Bandana Daft Travels. You know my sister, my soul sister over here. Child. I'll see y'all next week, okay?
Check you in the next episode, T Roney. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, Ronnie.
Bye-bye. Have a good night.
We chopping it up. We on overtime. Sin, you look like you've been up since yesterday. Your eyelids look heavy and puffy, but we holding you down.
You talking about me?
Yeah, I'm just saying. We here. Everybody, y'all, when y'all got to check out, y'all can check out. But we just chopping it up, man. We humbug. I just got a few extra minutes. I'm gonna hold it down for at least another 19 minutes till 2:30. We're gonna end it on a 2.5 hour streak. But
can I say something?
Go ahead, yeah, get busy.
Yes, I was gonna say, from the woman's point of view, I wanted to circle back to what Sin said about dating with intention.
Yes.
From the woman's point of view, and I was saying earlier, as you know, Smoke, we have talked extensively about, especially my personality, that I struggle with the labels that I get called masculine, that I'm too forward and that I'm too opinionated, because I get straight to the point and I don't bite my tongue for nobody. So a lot of times that comes across as aggressive in this dating culture and masculine. I hold my own. I stand on my 10. It's in me, not on me. So I don't take no shorts. And and so what Sin was saying about dating with intention from a woman's standpoint. Yes, Sin is right. I'm going to, from a woman's point of view, piggyback what he said. Yes, women do diminish their value by being a busset too early in the game. I mean, sometimes you sell yourself short by giving it up too quick. Although I will say, Sin, I'm not with the long nails and long eyelashes, but I do wear my nails and my lashes, but I keep it classy and grown. But I'm not out here every day with a full face of makeup. I don't have a BBL, I have a regular body. I'm 40 plus. So for me to maintain around 160, I think I'm doing good out here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
You can put your.
But I'm saying though, like. But I'm a regular chick with a natural body. My kids are grown, and we don't get, and women like us get passed over. Like now we're getting passed over. Dudes don't want to.
You can put your number in the private chat. I'll call you later.
I just looked at the board comment.
Here's the thing for me. I don't want. I need dudes to understand. You do not have to lie to kick it. Keep it a whole thou wow, and let me decide what I want to do with that. You know what I'm saying? If you got a roster and you trying to add to your roster, then say that. If you're just trying to cut, then say that. If you're trying to date with the intention, say that. But you can't take away my options to choose what I want to deal with by setting it up to make it look like we going on dates and you date with intention when all you're really trying to do is get some cut. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. You don't have to.
You got a kid?
I have 4 children, but most of them are grown.
You got 4 kids?
I have 3 that are grown. I have 2 college graduates, one on the way.
Look. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's all you worth. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you. That's all you worth. You're not worth no more than that. I don't want to be disrespectful to my boy's show. That's all you worth.
Even. No, we just have grown up. We haven't grown conversation on a respectful level. But as far as
wait. Matter of fact, how old is your oldest and how old is your youngest?
My oldest child is 27. My youngest is 14.
Okay. So how old is the one next to the 14?
21.
Okay. How many of them live in the house with you?
No. I only have one at home. My teenagers. The rest of my children are out the house. They grown. They live in their life. Like I said, I have 2 college graduates. I have 2 college grads, one on the way.
So look. What about them passport Paul dudes that I was talking about? Them square dudes, right? Them dudes don't have families and stuff like that, right? So look,
a lot of those men are single.
Look, how they gonna take you serious, right? Why would they take you serious when they got a potential of your kids having grandkids and they got to take care of them grandkids? So
I'm not a grandmother. My kids don't have
kids.
No.
It's gonna happen. No, it's gonna happen. You want to have grandkids, right? So them passport Paul dudes, right? That I was talking about, them square dudes, because they don't with
Hold on just a second. I got to come down for just 1 second. I got to come down and get an important call, but I'll come right back.
Okay,
come back.
Continue. I see your point, but your point. The point is that when it, like the dating game, like a lot of women with children, that when you hit 40, right, and you have children, a lot of single men, like you say, the single men that are traveling, a lot of them are single with no kids, right? The majority of the men that I encounter, well, and I'm not saying all, but a lot of the men that I encounter are single with no children, right? So those dudes that possibly may have not had a good run with the women in the States, right? For the example, that most women, by the time you hit the age of 30, for example, and you start feeling like, I want to settle down, most of the women would have children already, because most women have children in their early 20s, whether we like it or not. That's a fact of the game. And have children in their 20s, and whether they still if they're back on the market as a single, they more than likely have children by the age of 30. Most women, I don't know what the numbers are, but in the Black community, most women will have children. Correct me if I'm wrong, at a certain stage. So if you're a single man and you stayed on your grind all this time to get your, and you may have not definitely been a champ with the chicks in your earlier stages, you're definitely not trying to check for women with children, because you don't want to take on another man's responsibility.
Especially if they get a hold of them girls overseas.
Yeah,
especially if they going to Thailand and they going to Colombia, they going to DR and all that stuff. When they come back home, they ain't trying to deal with that.
Really checking because for the men that are single with no taste of the overseas life, you're not really, and you're dating top tier or very, or should I say, I won't say top tier, but like very, very attractive women overseas in a different environment. Right? What happens is you're no longer interested in the women. And also at the same time, some of these same women were the same women that rejected them when they were on their come up. For example, Mr. Poindexter would like Sheila, but Sheila was fucking Bandana, because Bandana is a pookie nigga.
I am a pookie.
So
I'm a proud pookie.
Poindexter got to 6 figures, he looked back and said, Sheila got 2 babies by Bandana and them niggas.
My Bandana is ignorant ass.
I can't take her serious, so I might as well take my single 6 figures, go overseas, may find a suitable fit for me, because they're not giving me no play here, because I still have no swag. So I'm getting no play with the ladies here. So I might as well take my game overseas, which increases my value tremendously, automatically off the rip. You know what I mean? So my sexual market value increases tenfold just by stepping overseas, just being able to be in that realm. And then I have access to beautiful women.
They really don't. They know he a pussy over there too.
Yeah, they're on you. So I understand the concept of that. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that harsh. Bandana shooting off at hip. Stop that. Yeah. Don't shoot off the hip on my little sis, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But
No,
but
no,
I
no, no.
understand.
Your folks is
Nah,
good,
nah,
but she can't
I
be asking
understand the
for a lot
concept of the
because
concept. Nah, she ain't asking for shit. She good. But I'm just saying in general,
all right.
like
Well,
the
now I'm just
concept.
saying she really can't be really asking for much, dog.
Yeah.
Really, she really don't have no dog in the fight, dog.
A
Really,
lot of women don't. A
I'm gonna
lot of
keep it
women
real with
don't.
you.
Once you
Yo,
have
dog.
children
Yo,
and get divorced,
yo.
niggas
All
ain't
right,
really
boom.
rocking like that. Go ahead. Speak your
Yo,
piece,
dog.
bro.
I'm not. Yo, ain't too many men willing to take on her what she got going on.
Nah, them kids
You
are
got to
grown.
move in there. You got to take on her bills and her life.
Nah, them kids is
With
grown.
potential grandchildren coming. What? Are you crazy?
That's if this all under one
To
roof.
turn them little back. Fuck them little kids. Ain't
Yeah.
mine.
And listen, and that's and respectfully so, a lot of men share that same sentiment. So if you're a
Mm-hmm.
single woman, a lot of times, like for example, like well, her kids are grown and they out the house, so that's different, except for one, but it's different
Mm-hmm. But the
because if
grandchildren
you
is
have a
coming.
house full of children, yeah, the grandkids
The
is coming and all.
grandchildren coming.
But if
They
you're
coming.
an individual, oh, they coming. So for each
Ah,
his
they
own,
coming.
every nigga. But I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
but see, you got to think about it from two different stages, also, right? From
Okay,
two
go
different
ahead.
stages, you got to think about it. Like most songs, you didn't miss nothing, Kyla. Nah. Just generally speaking, we're just freestyling right now. We're just talking about dating and dating women with children and things of that. Because if you date a woman with children, you have responsibilities that come along with it also. But like I say, if you're a woman over 30 and you're single, more than likely the odds are more than 50% that you'll have children. And a lot of gentlemen
Mm.
in this era are like, listen, if I don't have children and I have the bag, and I have a passport,
Yo, but
you know
look,
what I mean? I might just take
smoke.
my business overseas, man. And I know what it is.
I'm
And we
I'm
just
happy
keep
that
it light.
they I'm
Just keep
I'm
it
happy
light.
they packing up shop and going over there. Let them
You
pack up
happy?
shop and go do what they doing with.
You
Yeah,
happy?
I'm happy they doing that.
Hey
I love
man,
it. Let them keep going.
and that's the game.
Keisha, you done fucked up, Keisha.
Yo,
You
but
stop
you
frying
know what?
chicken, you stop mopping floors, that's what you get.
And the fucked up thing
I know the
about it is
Keishas
this
in the
now.
90s, they was mopping floors and frying chicken, huh?
Look, but nowadays, now you got a lot of single women that's making the bag too now that got children too. So
Well, guess
now
what?
every
Guess
single
what?
mama is
Guess
pregnant. No, I'm
what?
just
They
saying,
can't
like,
they gonna go out there and shovel 6 inches of snow, 10
hey,
inches of snow.
if you got
Uh-huh.
you with a man, that may be your
No,
option.
no, 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 no. Yo, you know a girl died in the blizzard in Buffalo, right? Couple girls died in blizzard, Buffalo. There ain't no
Some of them,
man.
some of them died in the car.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't no man around, dog.
Listen,
They ain't
hey,
had no help. You think
that's
you
up
think
to
that's gonna
them.
happen to my girl? You think it's gonna happen to my
You
girl or
better
my
not
wife?
let that happen to
No.
your fucking girl, nigga, or you not a man. Fuck you talking about?
It's not happening. Right. They don't have no man, dog.
Not
That's
enough
where they
men to go
fucked up.
around, dog. The problem is
Yeah,
this.
so
Listen,
just because they make
you're
money,
like,
now, they don't mean that they can't run around like I don't need no man because I make money. Yeah, look at Oprah.
no, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
She can afford a nigga to shovel the snow. Oprah is not gonna die in the snow.
You're right,
Let's not put that fuck.
but
Let's
she
not
gonna die
let
unhappy though. They
listen,
gonna die unhappy, dog. It's
she got a
like
part time.
life ain't about money.
Well, listen, that's for the women to figure out, man. Don't argue a strong
Mm-hmm.
point. Like you coming strong with a point,
Yeah,
like
life ain't
boy,
about
let
fucking
them figure
money.
that shit out,
Yo,
nigga.
money ain't shit. We all can money come and go. We all can make money.
You
That's
good.
on them.
You good. But let the
You
struggling
feel me?
sisters out there figure it out. This ain't the place for that. Like let them figure
All
that
right,
shit
you
out.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Those points, your
You
points are
right.
strongly taken. You know what I'm saying? Your points are strongly taken, but let them
Yeah.
figure it out. But listen, you got a lot of women
Uh-huh.
like in the chat room. We got Kyla. She says, I, I want one more. Like she may want one more
Mm-hmm.
child. Okay, and that's cool. I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
suggest it unless you're married, because at the end of the day, you want to grow up in a two-parent household. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because that's definitely beneficial to the child. into the development of the child. So we can't be. I'm not saying you, Kyla, in particular, but like for women, a lot of decision that some women make is I'm going to have a child, regardless if the father is going to be there or not. Sometimes you can look at it from two ways. The position of a woman on earth is to reproduce. Okay. I guess we're supposed to reproduce and be fruitful, but at the same time, you want to reproduce under certain conditions, right? That are conducive to growth and the better of the reproduction. So, to make simple terms simpler, you want to be married and then have children and try to keep your family together so you have a solid foundation for your children to grow. That's basic. You understand what I'm saying? But life doesn't go according to plan all the time, and things happen. So as your life goes, that's how you have to, that's how you have to combat the situation. The Gangster
I'm gonna keep,
Lifestyle TV
I'm gonna
says,
keep it
"My
real.
dog and die alone."
All of them was whores. All of them was whores.
Get
They was
my
dealing with
dog
dudes like
alive,
me.
die alone. But there ain't enough men to go around for every woman.
Nah, they was
Fucking bottom
all
line.
whores. They was dealing with dudes like me, and then they want to wait till the later years and start talking all this crazy stuff. They was dealing with dudes like me. I can contest to this, dog.
So
I
you
got a
can't
squad
shit
of
on them
niggas that
on the
been
back end,
terrorizing shit.
but you can't shit on them on the back end because there's niggas like you that fucked up the
I
game.
will shit on them because I know them. I know them. I know them. I know them. I will shit on them. I know them, dog. You feel me?
You know what I'm
I can talk that talk because I laid in bed when I was a young boy, and they've been dealing with dudes like me for the rest all their life. And they want to turn around and try to change their life, talking about I want all this crazy stuff with a list of demands. You're crazy.
Hey man, listen.
Please.
Everything is decision based in life. And before I wrap this joint up, one more time around the panel. So Bandana, I'm gonna start with you. What do you think gives you more bang for your buck? Play versus dating.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I don't understand.
God damn it, that was the whole premise of this whole damn stream.
I don't even know. I don't even know what happened with the show.
The stream,
bang for your buck and dating.
Ken P, you're late. The whole concept of the stream before you pulled up, because we had already touched the topics already, but we just was freestyling after that. But the whole concept was more bang for your buck. Pay for play versus dating. So if you decide to go dating in the States,
dating where?
Dating a chick, dating like, hey shorty, I'm feeling you. I want to start dating you. Like is in your current relationship with your woman, you're dating if you're not married. Versus pay for play, which is more beneficial. Listen, hear me out. Which is more beneficial and which is more cost effective in your opinion? Which is better? Potentially.
You talking about a dude that grew up on the strip with hookers?
No, we're talking about in the States. Either just dating, strip club. Remember,
no, I'm talking about me. I grew up. You might be asking the wrong person. I grew up in an area where it was all hookers. So, I grew up around crack whores and shit in the 90s and stuff.
So today, we talk about today.
Of course,
today.
Of course, I'm gonna say, Of course, I'm gonna say it's easy to just swing around the corner and go get you one of them Jones. You feel me?
For the low, for cheap, for short, instead of dating.
Yeah. I mean, dating is. Dating, but dating back in the 90s and the 80s.
Right now,
late 80s and the 90s.
Not back then, nigga, today. Today, God damn it, today.
Depending on where you date. Oh no,
y'all wasn't crazy. Back wasn't dating in the 90s, nigga. Today,
man, shit.
Right now.
Yo, I'm in Atlanta right now, dog. I was just out there, dog. That shit's loonies. Jesus Christ.
What you mean? Like,
yo.
I just got back from Atlanta. I just got back from Atlanta. He ain't lying. It's ridiculous down there. He ain't lying.
Yeah,
yo, I'm in Atlanta right now. I ain't home.
Yo,
I'm in Atlanta right now.
I just got back from Atlanta. I was just
up there.
Yeah, y'all can have it in Atlanta. I can't.
You talking about dating? Trying to take a chick out?
Tony D called. Don't die on me, man. Not happy New Year, nigga. Don't on me, man.
You talking about dating? Crazy. Man, I see it every day down here. Man, dog, I'm down here. Dog, it's nuts.
I'm just saying though. That's the question. Dating or pay for play, which is more
They
beneficial, which
better
is
off
more
paying
cost
for play.
effective. So if you
Better off
dating,
just cashing out.
oh, there you
They
go.
better off
There you
just cashing out, dog. They better off just cashing out. Get it over with. Do it just like that because they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose in the long run, cash money wise.
That's it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Because I'm just saying, listen. I shared the same opinion when it comes to that. Chicken burrito, man. You've been in the cut. I see you doing your thing in the. Give
Yo,
us some more
Smoke, I'm
input,
out, Smoke.
man. You out of here, baby? You out of here? You
Yeah,
burned the
I'm out,
joint
man.
down? You out of here? Hey, yo, pull up
Yeah, I
next
had
Sunday,
fun,
my
yo,
dude.
man.
Pull up next Sunday, man.
Yeah,
You always welcome in the house, man. You know
yeah,
what to
man.
do.
You gotta send me the topic early, though. Smoke, man. I ain't what the fuck was going on, man. I came here in the loft.
You came in late. Yeah, you came in a little bit late, and you came in during the
Yeah.
freestyle hour. We covered the topic. We usually cover the topic, right? For example, right? If you come in the joint and we on for about 2 hours, that means we covered the topic already in the first hour, and we just freestyling.
Send me the Joe next time, man. Send me the
All right,
topic.
you know what I'm gonna do? I'll hit you up in advance, and I'll hit you the link early to let you know. But usually it's between 7 and 7:30 every Sunday, so you know when to pull up.
All right,
You know
my
what
brother.
I'm saying?
All right, happy New Year to everybody. Salute.
Peace, bro.
Yo,
Peace.
happy New Year. Salute, Bandana Travels. Do me a favor, Bandana. Throw your when you pull off the set, throw your channel link in the chat room. You smell me? You know what I'm saying? On some real ish right here. Big Gangster Lifestyles. Where was you at, man? I seen you in the background. Big Gangsters. Where you went? Where you went, pimping? Tony D, talk to me. Happy New Year, man. Big
Happy
Gangster
New Year.
Lifestyle.
Happy New Year.
Back
Appreciate you, man.
page. We was a little bit late. Holler at me, Tony D.
I miss. I don't know my man over here, bro. What's going on?
What's good?
Chicken Burrito.
Chilling.
Chicken Burrito. This is one of my co-hosts, Tony D. Chicken Burrito from the travel space as well. My dude. You know what I mean?
I apologize for the delay. I was at the Falcons Cardinals game. I took my youngest to the football game. Then we went to the mall and they got this fat ass arcade up in there, and I let him run wild. So I kind of exhausted him on an hour and a half drive up, hour and a half drive back. Now I can drink my Crown Peach in peace. You know what I'm saying?
Make a drink. Look. Make a drink. We're gonna get some input on. We're gonna get some input on.
Yeah, I know you was gonna.
I'm gonna fill you in. I'm gonna fill you in on this. Hold on. Here you are, Big Gangster. Hold on. Let me pull you up also. Big Gangster Lifestyles in the building. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Big Gangster Lifestyles in the building. And you know what's crazy, Big Gangster? You know what I wanted to tell you? Can you hear me? 1, 2. Check your mic.
Nah, I'm getting feedback.
You getting feedback? Damn, because I can hear you kind of clear.
Yeah, I hear him.
Hold on, let me see if I can fix it.
Okay, because I hear you loud and clear. You work on that for a
I
second.
gotta close.
Okay.
I gotta close the YouTube.
You can
turn one of your close one of your windows. Yeah, you close your
close
leave
the
this one the
YouTube
main
window
one.
since you in the StreamYard. Exactly. Yeah, close the YouTube or just mute the YouTube. You could just mute the point and because we can hear you pretty clear though.
Yeah, my voice is hoarse, so
it's all good. That means you having a good ass time. Happy New Year, my G. How you?
I ain't having no good time. I'm getting over bronchitis.
Oh shit. Well, at least you're getting better. So that's a better time.
Hey,
at least you're healing the process.
I'm gonna need you to gargle with some salt water and then gargle with some peroxide and then gargle with some mouthwash. Wait, before you go to bed, do all three.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I didn't do.
Right.
And I'm gonna do it tonight.
That's it. Knock all that shit out.
But yo, Bandana Travels was right. Them things down there in Atlanta, they going on dates just to eat for the day.
Yeah, Tony D in Atlanta too. Yeah, facts. Y'all right. Go ahead, kick it, gangster. I call them bitches the foodies. They the professional daters. Back in the 90s, I called them the professional daters. And
They be having dudes. They be having dudes in their contacts under free meal. They ain't even got his name. They just say free meal.
Gas money. And I don't even be out there like that. I'm actually an hour and a half outside of Atlanta. I live in Georgia, but I lived in Alabama for like 20 years. I heard about Atlanta. I knew people from Atlanta. I'm not gonna shit on them. I'm gonna tell y'all everybody's telling me they hard with it. When you meet a chick, I had a chick meet me one time, offered to take out. She said, "Nah, just give me a debit. Just give me the pin number to your debit card." It had a pen and paper like this. I'm like, see, I can't mess with this. I can't do this. This was 20 years ago.
But I mean, so
they did ass. They be like, just give me a PIN number to your debit card. And I be like, you dead
also,
serious?
Vice versa, what I've also heard on the other end, because there's way more eligible black women in Atlanta than black men, that like an eligible black man out there, he might have like 3 women that he's dating, and they might even know that they are a team. You know, like not that they're a team, like they don't.
They know about each other. They ain't mad.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because they got and I'm a.
Because they're like, hey,
heterosexual community to me looks like it's dying in Atlanta. Seriously, male and female.
What the heterosexual
community? It looks like it's dying in Atlanta, male and female.
It might be
because, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it: the bisexuals and the homosexuals are taking over.
There's a lot of that.
It's like, very normal up there. Cross dressing, being gay, being bi, having somebody from the same sex as a side is very common. And I'm like, I'm sitting here looking, I'm 1970s New York. I was born in New York 1970s. I'm sorry. I'm from that mentality, and it has saved me, even though it has cost me with today's generation, and definitely the past 2 generations after me. Because I don't get down a lot of those ways. I get down the way they did in the 70s and the 80s. I'm classic.
Yeah, me and you from the same generation.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to talk to you. I'm gonna try to take you. I ain't gonna try to sleep on the first night, but if you're down, you don't turn it down. But right now, they ain't even sleep in the first night. They sleep in the first 5-10 minutes, and then they good for life. Or they get money out of it. Or they hooking up with they hooking their friends up with something new in the bedroom.
It's a lot of transitional shit. It's a lot of transitional.
It's a lot of
dating nowadays.
And to rich free, yes. Chicks will be like that. Just give me a PIN number to your debit card and have a pen in the pad, be like this, looking at you dead in your eyes.
And I look back dead in the eyes and say, I only pay cash, but that's after the deed is done. Bitch.
Sorry, ladies. You gotta earn. Listen, it's hard to earn a PIN number. It's harder to earn the PIN number to your debit card than it is for us to ask for your hand in marriage. I ain't giving that out.
I mean, even if like you could be my girl for a year, you're not getting my PIN number. I mean, not like that's no reason. You know what I'm saying? I'll get you a lot of stuff. Not getting the PIN number.
And Atlanta's they put themselves at a very high standard. They don't want to be seen as chicken heads. They don't want to be seen as low down. They don't want to be seen as low class. I give them the fact that they give themselves a high standard. But a lot of what we're seeing, I don't know. I mean, I go up there, I've hung out. My homies be like, why don't we come out here and do this? Come out here and do this. I ain't messing with it. I don't even know who's a man and who's a woman sometimes right there.
Shame and a disgrace.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I don't know who's a man and who's a woman sometimes. I told people before, I don't care if I don't care who I meet new anymore. I don't care because you can't tell. And now they're changing their sex on their birth certificate. I can't hang with this.
That fucks the ID up.
Thank you.
Change the whole ID game.
Yeah, it shows right there that you a female, you 21, but they ain't gonna say you was born a male because you can legally. And that's just Atlanta. Not the only city doing it. Let's be 1,000. It's not the only city that's doing it. It's not everybody in Atlanta. I know plenty of straight people in Atlanta. All bullshit aside, I know plenty of people in Atlanta who don't have HIV. Let's keep all jokes aside. The stereotype and the rumors about Atlanta can hold some weight, but don't be fooled. They got some legitimate straight people. Yes, there's more women than men on the planet, not just Atlanta.
Right.
Let's keep it 1,000. Atlanta's been getting shit on, but I'm gonna give Atlanta their credit too. You're gonna go there. You're gonna party. The party don't start till midnight. They are not lying. They are not lying. The party don't start till midnight. You go to the club at 10 o'clock and they look dead. You're gonna go to another club. Come back in 2 hours. I bet you that line around the building. I saw it myself at the Velvet Room back in 2010.
Well, I go all the way back to the Freaknik days.
He said freak.
Oh yeah. I'm an old man.
I went in 96. Let's not go there.
I go back to 94.
In 96.
I was there in 96. I was in Lenox Mall. Red Man is this short. I saw him there. And they was out in them streets. Atlanta it is a mecca. It's the busiest airport in the world. Everybody's going there. Everybody's partying there. It's pretty much one of the hardest spots on the East Coast next to New York and Miami, in my opinion. DC's jumping too, but Atlanta's where it's at. Don't be fooled. You want to go there, you want to enjoy yourselves, you want to party. Some of the rumors are real, but it's not all of them. I'm going to defend it's not all of them. I've been a Georgia resident for 12 years. It's not all of them. It's just heavy. It's very heavy up there.
Well, how you feel? How you feel it'd be for somebody trying to retire from New York City.
It doesn't cost as much, is my understanding.
Living on the outskirts of Atlanta.
I was born in New York. I know exactly what you're saying. Everybody comes down south because it's cheaper to live. You can take your retirement money, buy a brand new house, and live off the rest of your retirement check for your life, no problem. On the outskirts is where they move into the outskirts. You got your suburban rural areas. Nobody lives inside the belt. Like in DC, you got the Beltway. You got Atlanta. You got the whole 285. People living outside the belt. Inside the belt's pretty much hood, pretty much old school. I just came from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I didn't know. I underestimated.
It's rough over there.
I underestimated. Everybody's out there. Marietta, Gwinnett County, Cobb County, Covington, Tucker, Stone Mountain, all that. They're all out there for real. And it's almost because it's safer to live. But you can come down here with your money. And that's one of the reasons why the housing prices down here are going up. Everybody from up north coming down here paying cash for the house. And
my homegirl just moved close to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I'm like, what? You was living in the hood before. You was living in the hood before. Now you went worse.
Well, here's the thing: when you move from one hood to another, you don't know your new hood.
That's a fake. There you go.
I learned that in Alabama. People think Alabama's slipping. Don't be fooled. Them boys ain't playing in Alabama either. They not play. Everybody said, "Why don't you move to this side of Montgomery?" I said, "I don't know them niggas."
I heard that's the next.
Where it costs cheap to live is not good. Let's just.
I heard that's the next city on the come up, Montgomery, Alabama.
Really?
That's what I heard. I don't know because now you got Charlotte. Charlotte is blowing up now. So now they say I'm here in Montgomery, Alabama. That's what I heard.
Smoke, you won't have to give me this one, and I do apologize to you.
Oh, good, man.
I lived in Montgomery for about 15 years. I was in the Garden, Alabama. If you've ever been to Montgomery, you've been to that dog track. I worked down there for 10 years. I know pretty much a lot of South 85 because I met everybody from South 85. If Montgomery is coming up, I'm going to tell you why. Montgomery came up around 2000, went right the hell back down due to crime. All they can do in Montgomery is lift it up because they got to rebuild that whole city because everything's pretty much dying out. I would love to see Montgomery come up. They need it. As a capital city in 99, 2000, 2001, Montgomery was jumping. Montgomery was jumping, and I hated what I saw. When Buffalo Wild Wings shut down, I knew it was time for me to move.
Oh, not the Wild Wings. You can't take the Wild Wings out of here, man.
Buffalo Wild Wings shut down. Hooters left. Hooters left everywhere, though, because of the taxes. But when Buffalo Wild Wings go, that's a hit and a half to me. If Montgomery's coming up and you heard that, you telling me something, and I'm glad to hear it. I'm happy for my people that lived out there. Because the crime was getting crazy. The whole it used to be the east side. That was the safe side. Not no more. I had my apartment broken into. I know a bunch of hood cats down there. A lot of them was telling me to get going because they knew I was trying to get straight instead of getting caught up in the shit they was in. Because it's very easy. If Montgomery's coming up, I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it. And I didn't mean to get off topic. I apologize. I just lived there. And I can defend and I can shit on everywhere I've been.
No, we was talking about the Jones and all the places you've been because we can reel this back in real easy. Let's talk about it though, as far as dating, because I know you were married for a minute, you know what I'm saying, and you were separated, so you didn't really jump back into the dating market like that.
And I didn't tell you the divorce was official about 2 weeks ago. It is officially over. So 2023 is a brand new year.
Yeah, but you didn't really jump back out there. You waited. You kind of laid low until you didn't really get in the mix until after everything was official. You understand? Right. You kept it real. You kept it real.
I tried to play it smart before I ran out there and started doing the dumb shit I used to do in my 20s. It cost too much.
But right now, right? Exactly. But right now, what we were talking about earlier, so I'm gonna spin it back. We were talking about pay for play versus dating. More bang for your buck as the thumbnail right here, right? So we can spin it back right easy. Boom. When you get back in the dating market, you're gonna find. Let me let you know what you're gonna find. You're gonna find broads. Well, you're not gonna be probably dating the generation women like millennial or I don't. Who knows? But right now they got this new shit going on where it's like, yo, to be honest, for example, you want to go on a date? Let me take you out to lunch, young lady. Let me take you on a dinner date. So she's saying, well, could you cash at me some money so I can get my nails and my hair done, or I need some money to fine. I don't got nothing to
What's
wear.
happening? Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, all of them, right?
They're asking if you want to ask a woman on a date. She's pretty much asking for an advance payment. Like I need to, and like I say, like bitch, if your nails ain't done and your hair ain't done and all that, you need to stay the fuck home anyway.
Right. What?
Or go ahead, Burrito, go for it.
No, I was just jumping in on your statement, like why I want to go out with you anyways.
Bitch, if your hair ain't done and all that, we ain't going out. You can just come to the crib. Don't want some
There you go.
sweatpants, shit in the ponytail, come to the crib. I can cook
McDonald's is always right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's is always right around the corner.
Look, fuck McDonald's. I can for that same because McDonald's expensive as fuck. I'm a very, very, very good cook. For that same amount of money, I can definitely shoot to Pathmark, which is Stop and Shop now. I can shoot to Stop and Shop, and that $30 we would have spent on McDonald's or some fast food shit. Don't do your nails. Don't do none of that. Don't want some sweatpants. Don't want some, don't want your high end sweatsuits.
Oh, man, these ladies, can people start putting clothes back on? They're killing me in these pajamas and Crocs in the stores, man.
Listen, I don't give a fuck. Come through because I'm not sending you no money. If you can't dial up, dress down there and throw some steaks on the grill. You know what I'm saying? We can do some different shit.
Nah, I feel you.
But we don't gotta be in population because if you're not population ready, then you're not population ready. So we keep it private. You smell me? Until you step your game up and become population ready, then
But who's doing that? Who's cash apping these women money?
Clown ass niggas.
See, me and homeboy, we come from a different generation. We ain't doing no shit like that.
Up front, nah.
Fuck out of here.
Up front,
I'd rather just.
I mean, I'm not even from a different generation. Or well, I guess I'm from a different
we're a little
generation.
older than you, Burrito. We probably got each of us probably you a younger dude, and I realize that. But I'm 50. You know what I'm saying? Me,
I'm 51.
We got OGs. Yeah, we all us three right here. Us bald head niggas.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of hair, but I'm just saying I'm a light Caesar.
We the drunk uncles. We the drunk uncles. Trust me.
This has been our era.
I mean, I'm 31. I'm 31, and I'm not cash apping a chick. I'm not cash apping a chick off rip. Like you haven't proven really any of your worth in my life. You know what I mean? Like that. Not saying I need something back from this, but okay, so the people that you keep close to you, they bring value to your life. You're not going to keep around somebody that just is sucking your energy, sucking your money, sucking your time. You know what I mean? You keep people around you that I don't know exactly how to say it, but you know what I'm saying? Bring value to your life.
There you go. You said it on that. Perfectly.
So she hasn't proven that to me. I'm not cashing out you nothing. You know what I mean?
I had to at least smash.
No,
right, but at that point though, then it's ruined.
Then we in a relationship. You on my team.
The kicker is, and let me cut y'all off. I apologize. The kicker is they know we want sex up front. They're gonna ask for their cash up front.
We grown-ups. That's the name of the game.
That's what it is with the generation. And I'm not even necessarily mad at them for that. Boy, if you don't, I pay the bills. They want to know. They want to see.
We talking grown-up stuff right now.
Yeah, I got my headphones. Right.
Yo, Jason, we talking Pay4Play versus dating.
I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save you. I almost want you to hear this. Let me stop. The kicker is they know we coming for sex. They letting us know they're going to want something out of it. We can halfway understand that. It comes down to the amount. It comes down to how far you're willing to go. It comes down to seeing if you got a compromise and we got one trying to get over on the other. If you look at it from that mentality. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it comes down to. Are risking.
It's not a get over. It's not a get over. Go ahead, Burrito. Go ahead.
No, I'd say we both are risking something, but here for me at least, and I think this is probably true for you guys probably as well. Okay, so once I'm paying you to once there's a money exchange, the relationship is no longer I don't want to say a natural relationship, but it's not
not real. It's not natural anymore. No, it's cash comes in between everything. Go ahead.
Well, you feel a test. You always know there's going to be another one. That's what he's saying. I feel like that. Yeah.
It's become transactional. It's not natural. It becomes transactional.
Like we can be cool, but it's just gonna be a boom, bomb, boom for bomb.
Yeah.
Well, it's always who's gonna do what for who next. That's the problem. I agree. Now, what I have seen a lot of women, if you came clean with them,
just wants money. That's a thing.
If you'll meet some women, if you come clean with them, they'll come clean with you. There are women like that out there. If you're gonna hook me up like this, I'm gonna hook you up back. We got something to build off of. We're gonna be dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But the traditional way, we didn't ask them for nothing. So when they start asking us up front, that's what throws us off. Now, as far as your topic, paying for play or dating, we don't know which is which anymore these days.
Yes, that's the
we
whole
don't
thing.
know which one is which these days, because when you're dating, the less you ask for, the better off you are. And then it's going to come up in the conversation over time. That's how it's supposed to happen naturally. You're supposed to gift each other for the holidays, definitely for your birthdays. The birthdays ain't even an issue. Do something for the birthday. You stick around somebody long enough, you're going to celebrate their birth. If you start asking on the regular, you need help with something, there's a reciprocation with it, there's no problem. But if you always need help, and you're not reciprocating, which can be a bad word, but the people who are going through it know what I'm talking about. It's something in return, not necessarily sexual. I got money, you got the hookup on this. We got a deal. I need help with something, you know how to help me on something else, we got a deal. Paying for play comes down to, this is what we're going to do, that's all there is to it. I'll see you when I see you. Dating is supposed to have a duration to it, or at least a start to a duration. That's why you don't necessarily know what's going on, because these days are almost the same damn thing. And that's the problem. Everybody's trying to live for the moment. There's no endurance on it. Yeah.
Facts, because it becomes a transitional thing. Yes. I mean, transactional. Like Romy Rome says. Romy Rome, I hit you in the chat room. Salute to you, big fella. Salute to Rich Free holding it down.
Big ups to everybody in the chat, man. I ain't hollering at everybody. My fault.
No, it's all good. It's all good. We've been holding them down. The same dudes that's going overseas trying to wife up a John, those ones over here catch. So now check it out. Those are the ones. So now think about this, right? Everything has become transactional, right? But the whole thing is this: it's up to the fellas. Let's reel this in, for example, because the culture has gotten out of control.
Yes,
everything has become like we live in a thought culture right now. A thought / prostitute / OnlyFans / stripper / thought / bottle girl / everything that is capitalizing on my looks for instant cash / if you want sex, I need some instant cash or some type of transactional society.
Even if you don't go as far as like the OnlyFans or
you don't got to go that far, but
right.
I'm just
even Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like what are the most popular
Instagram? Oh, that's an advertisement. But go ahead.
No, but I'm saying like what are the most popular pictures there? Like what are, or even TikTok? What turns into the trends? You know what I'm saying?
Attention.
Half naked women shaking, exposing themselves. And I can allude to the channel. We had an episode 2 months ago called Ass Backwards. And that Ass Backwards was the title, and it was the monetization of the modern woman. And that means pretty much in order to get some ass, you have to pay some cash, whether the front end or the back end. You hear men saying, "Oh, I'll fuck for free." Well, some do, very few, because you have to. Because remember, the men that say, "Yeah, man, I fuck for free," you got to think about the time that you put into the fucking and the free, and the time that you put into trying to verbally court or verbally game these women. So, for example, I know this gentleman, right? He's like, "Yo, man, I fuck for free," and I'm like, "Okay, me too." My time is money. So if you spend, but this gentleman would spend 20 hours, 30 hours, 40 hours a week online trying to talk to girls and trying to pregame chicks to go places and to go meet chicks and everything. I'm like, the 40 hours you spent talking to girls on the phone and all of that, I could have earned X amount of money because I get paid by the hour, so my time is worth money.
There you go.
So
there you go.
Is more valuable than trying to talk to women to fuck them for free. Because if I spent 40 hours talking to women and texting and trying to pregame sex from women,
that's a decent paycheck.
That's a week's paycheck.
It's a week's paycheck.
Yes.
I could have
it's like I said in the chat earlier.
Gangster.
It's like I said in the chat earlier. You could lose a lot of money chasing women, but you ain't gonna lose no women chasing money.
Chasing money, boy. My grandfather.
And you know what? You know what?
Listen,
It took me a long time to learn that.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard that before, and I love
FOG
that.
talk.
What I would say, even though, is time is more valuable than money. Like, you can make money back, you can't make time back.
You can't make time back.
Right.
Flav exercised that all the time. My grandfather told me when I went to college, get your books right, get your money right. Those women gonna be there.
And most of us, we got more time behind us than we got in front of us. So I ain't got no time to waste.
Well, that's for me, you and TD. Burrito, you got a little more time ahead of you than us.
Oh, that time gonna fly up on him. He'll be 50 before you know it.
I swear to God, when I was 30, I thought 40 was like 40. And when I hit 40, I was like 50. That shit go fast.
We're gonna keep you straight. We've had plenty of conversations. I've had plenty of conversations with Ace. I'm telling you. You need to run back on a bunch of his old broadcasts. He had to stop me. I was going in. I'll be telling y'all, man. I'm telling you how to stay out of trouble. I'm telling you how to stay out of jail. I'm telling you how to not be broke. I'm serious. I ain't calling you young. I ain't saying you ignorant. But you're 20 years younger than us. Please take some of this game we throwing out here, because we stopped caring a long time ago.
that time is real. Like, and that shit. If you get paid by the hour, that's how I equate the value of time. Like, hey man, imagine, just equate the time that you're putting into one thing. Equate that to if you're working 40-hour week, how much you get paid per hour. So that's what I think. So he's like, yo, I'm doing this and that for free. And I'm like, well, you're putting time into it. But since you only make $16 an hour, your time is not as valuable as mine. Since I make considerably more per hour. I'm just talking about the gentleman in particular that was telling me this. And I said, well, you make $16 an hour. So your time is not as valuable as mine, because I make a little more than you. So I don't think that the time that I'm putting, or that you're putting, say for example, if you're making $16 an hour and you're putting $40 into whatever dollar value your check is that week, whatever. But if you're putting $16 an hour into talking to these girls, and I could put 3 hours worth of your own $16 an hour salary into just a Pay4Play, and I can just grab her for 2 hours of time at your salary, I won. You put in 40 hours. I put in 2 hours in salary, and I got the same prize.
This is what you tell him the next time he bring that up. He says, listen, I'm banging, I ain't paying. You know what I'm saying? I ain't paying no money. I'm doing this for free. So ain't no money coming out of pocket. So you should be stacking some money. So at the end of the year, we going to buy these cribs down in DR. I hope you have your money together so we can go and invest in this business.
No, he's just gonna do a rental and keep investing time.
But I mean, what I'm saying is, okay, so he makes that $16 an hour. That time that he's putting into these women that he could be just flip a little bit of money to, he could be developing a skill to earn more than $16 an hour.
That's what I told him. That's what I told him. But at the same time, the same gentleman rents a studio. He rents a studio apartment in New York, and he has 2 6-year-old twin boys in his custody. So think about who's hustling backwards, because you put Punani and you put women as your priority in life instead of bettering your own situation. But he's a little younger, but I won't say he's younger, because right now he's 37. But I just said, like, and I slightly associate myself with him, because I can't, I don't have people in my circle that have a small mind frame, and if you are lucky enough to get into my circle and you don't think large, or I won't say large, but if you can't rationalize your thoughts and things like that, I'll try to give you a little schooling. But if you can't learn, like you got to step off the circle. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to give you game. But if you can't take the game, you can't be in my circle. You know what I mean? So, that's just food for thought. Like, try to school fellas on, you know what I mean? Time versus value towards what you put your time into. You know what I mean? So that's just one to grow on. You know what I mean? Like, nothing is really free. Go ahead, B.
I'm probably guilty because I be talking to some of these overseas Johns, probably a little too.
I ain't mad at you. Not mad.
I be talking to him, but not hand holding at the clock tower or like
Not walking through town holding hands.
no, you know what I mean. And this isn't like yes, like maybe one of them is a junk. Yeah, I mean maybe one of them is a junk.
Hey man, look. This is not throwing shade on the jongs or what you do with your spare time, but the whole concept is this. Like I can tell you from a nigga that's 50 and for you that's 30, right? I can tell you I used a lot of my times like I didn't reach my potential later. Like I should have reached my earning. I should have been able to reach my. I should have reached my earning potential years earlier, but I was focused on some of the wrong things when I was younger. So my advice to all the young fellas that I come across is focus on reaching your earning potential as early on as possible, and then all the women are the benefit of you reaching your potential earlier. You understand what I'm saying? Because when I reached my potential, I had a good run earlier. Focusing some of my time on some of the on the ladies when I should have been focusing on reaching my potential. But then when I finally reached my potential, when I realized I was going down the wrong path, then it came back tenfold on the back end. So what I'm saying, tell the young guys, focus on reaching your potential, earning potential as early as you can. And then once you get there, all the women are gonna fall on you anyway, because we are in a pretty much transitional or transactional type of when it comes to relationships with men and women. So the more money you have, get to the money earlier, and then you're gonna get more money faster. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Burrito.
So maybe okay. So I'm not disagreeing that they're a transactional
No.
relationship, but
half the time, not all the time, not every instance. We can't say all.
Do you think this attributes to globalization and also just capitalistic society in general? Like, is that just kind of how it's going to be if the dollar has that importance? Is that just what it's going to?
That's what it is. That's the future, bro. That's what you're like me and the OGs on the panel. We saw the whole transition from simple life to it was before the cell phone was even in our fucking hand. You guys grew up with a cell phone. We didn't have a cell phone, unless you was a hustler in the early 90s. You got access to that kind of shit. But for the most part, as us growing up, we didn't have the access to the international women, the access to the cell phone, the internet wasn't as prevalent. So times are gonna change, but now you have the social media apps where every woman is inspired to have a TikTok and show their rear end and this, that, and the other. So at your hooker /dot // show your booty, because that became the popular thing.
The
So
bikini
modesty and stuff like so we live in a hooker /hoe /dot /society /transactional, because the average woman got sick of seeing the hoes win, so they like fuck it, let's all be hoes, and that's not for all women.
Exactly. Social media is the worst thing that happened to these women.
Yes, it destroyed everything. So now, everything is like being a hoe is in style. The whore rapper, the Cardi B, the stallion, the this, that. To be a whore is in style now. Opposed to back in our time, Madonna was the only hoe, the only quote unquote sex symbol, the only quote unquote whore. And they had a bunch of clean acts. Now everything is a whore. Like that's the only option. Be a hoe or be a gangster. That's what we came down to. As definitely gonna suffer. Go ahead, man.
Let me throw something out there that I want to hear you guys' opinion on.
Mm-hmm.
Right, a little curveball, right? Okay, so I was hearing this feminist chick popped up on my Instagram or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And part of what she said, honestly, I was like, damn, I sort of see it though, right? So like us as men, sometimes we'll shame women for kind of using their sexuality to gain access to certain things, like let's say yacht parties or something, because they be shaking ass on online all the time. So niggas gonna hit them up, be like, yo, she gets lit. Let's invite her, because her and her friends, you know what I mean, know how to have a good time. But is that so? We shame them for that, right? I'm not saying that we're wrong for this per se, but at the same time, it's the kind of the patriarchal society sort of set that up where like, hey, they can't cash in on some of the stuff we can cash in on, but they can cash in on that.
Oh, for sure.
And we shame them for taking advantage of their ability to be able to cash in on that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not shaming anybody on their ability to cash in on anything. I'm not shaming anybody. I'm coming from a different perspective as far as male consumption. I'm not shaming their ability to get everything free because women, you get free shit just because you're a woman.
People. So we
I'm
like
not
to
saying
to
that.
them, like it's we like to be around them. You know what I mean? It's just natural.
Oh no. I'm not mad at them. I can't knock their hustle because me as a man, I'm on my square and I'm where I need to be. So I have no hate in the game. You know, I put in the work to get where I am, and I've definitely reaped benefits of this of the game, you know, all along. Because I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm a supermodel or nothing like that, but you know, I've never had a hard time with women. I was always the cool guy or the cute guy or the handsome guy or whatever you want to call it. So it always worked out for me. I'm just looking at it as far as today's times goes. I'm not knocking women because that's how the game goes. Women, you're gifted. Your gift to the world is your beauty, or just the fact that you're a woman. Men, we have to earn our shit. You know what I mean? And these are just basic red pill talking points. Like, men, we have to earn our value in the world. Women are given their value. So me, as a man, I'm not knocking the woman, but I'm just saying today where we're at in society, the transactional type of thing. You know what I mean? Luckily, I have a shorty. I'm in a relationship, so I don't got to go through that shit. But I'm just saying from what I see. Go ahead, B. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at nobody. I'm good. You know. You're muted. You're muted, I think. Wait. Hold on, B.
I thought I was gonna let him hop in. 'Cause I thought
Whoever won it, go for it. Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just listening to what y'all say.
I did want to anyway.
I'm good. Y'all calling it. Y'all, I'm good.
Nah, because he wanted your guys' opinions on the shit. He wanted you guys' opinions on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
We do got to earn our way. I agree with you, Smoke. Women got it. We got to earn it. The women using their sexuality, it is disrespectful because we don't see them for anything else but sex and procreation. What we got to do is treat them better than that. It's up to us, but we can't with what we see on TV. You know what you said about blaming my man said blaming the social media. I want to go back to the magazines and television before social media. Television was doing it. Magazines was doing it. The radio was giving you the visual, and then the social media was trying to go off what everybody was doing before that.
Yeah, but see, with the television and the magazines, you had to work to get into that industry. Now, any woman can go on social media and shake her behind and get attention.
If she got one.
Even if she don't got one.
They usually have them. Or if not, you shake your upper parts, your
Yes.
or whatever. It's just easy unearned attention. I call it unearned attention.
Well,
like
they push their sexuality either through their figure or through their actions.
Yeah, which is cool though.
Yeah,
I ain't mad.
I mean, as dudes, yeah, we're gonna look for it, we're gonna listen to it. But should we be seeing them as more than just that? Is where we need to be at. Because we don't want our moms out there like that. We don't want our sisters out there like that. We don't want our girl out there like that. You know what I'm saying?
If you are,
because how many of us know girls from around our way? You click on Facebook and they at a party shaking their behind.
Yeah,
and they girlfriends are show they doing a video showing girls night, all of this. You know what I'm saying? We all know girls that do that. So social media made the average girl, gave her attention. All before, when it was the magazine, these girls had to go out on modeling jobs.
Social media made the average girl get out. I agree with that 100%. Yes.
But also, like, so the girl's getting all that attention, doing all these things online. Like, am I wrong for not saying like, oh, I'm gonna assume any XYZ about her? Nah, can't assume nothing about her. But like, if I'm not taking her if I'm not going with the attention that, oh, I'm gonna marry this woman, this is the woman of my that I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with, am I wrong for that? Because she's putting those type of things out there online. Like, yeah, I mean,
you're
Nah,
not
you
wrong
just
for
people
looking at it.
advertise themselves.
Yeah.
People advertise. I'm sorry. Give me a second. See, people
Yes.
advertise themselves. Whatever you put out there is what you. That's the image you want to be portrayed as. If you put yourself out there as an over promiscuous woman, that's what the attention you're gonna attract. That's the
Pretty much.
bottom line. That's
well,
where we are
like,
right now in society. That's the end thing. That's what the fuck it is. Like the way of going in whole culture. Period. It's that's it. It's popular to be the Cardi B, the Meg Thee Stallion. That's just what it is. Every woman is on Instagram. Not every, because we can't say all, but that's the quote unquote end thing. You know what I mean? That's what it is. For example, I'm gonna share something on Instagram. I was just scrolling, right? So I saw this, for example. Like this is what happens when you're doing too much. Hold on, let me try to pause. Can I pause this? Can I bring this back to the top?
Let it roll. Let it roll. Let it roll.
You just roll this shit.
Let it
We're gonna
roll.
let it roll twice.
That's
So
her
she's at a
birthday.
party, shaking her butt. Her friends are smacking her butt.
her
Went
hair.
too
About to
much,
get caught
and her
on fire.
weave caught
Yep.
on fire. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
They're gonna pull out the hair out. See, it starts with
I
the
seen something just like
Hey,
that.
look, hey, ow, my ass is out. That's the
tongue
butt,
out.
girl. Ah, you're doing too much. You're starting for the gram. And you caught the Michael Jackson pep. Look, stick it out again. Stick your butt out again, because that's all the women have been reduced to is an ass. So women nowadays, now you got the Michael Jackson Pepsi. Your hair is on fire.
Is her
Women
hair on
nowadays,
fire?
Yes.
yeah, her hair caught on fire because she kept sticking her butt out. So her
Hey,
friend
yo,
could
Ace, I don't want
butt.
to cut you off. I don't want to cut you off. It wasn't her head that was on fire. That's her weave that's on fire. That's why she
Well,
ain't
it
feel it.
wasn't hers, but she paid for it. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
she
say she
paid for it.
owned
She
it.
had the receipt. Right. She had the receipt.
She owned it,
Nah, but
but
yo,
she didn't
fellas,
feel it
fellas,
because it
that's
wasn't
up
real.
high on
Oh
the head.
Lord.
That's up high on the head. The weave. This still
Look at
probably
that.
some of hers too up here.
Yeah,
It's
some of
probably a
it is.
combo, but it was on fire. But see, you see all the ass smacking because our women, unfortunately, in our community, have reduced themselves to only an ass. You're only as valuable as your rear end because you're just a sex object. Look, stick your tongue out and your butt out again. Hey,
I got it laid on like
hey.
that. Smoke. Come
Like,
on, smoke.
I'm sorry, but I'm just saying,
Why they
like this is
smacking each other on the ass though? That's the
because
whole thing.
this
They
is what
pushing.
As a, as a as a
this is what
31-year-old man, I'm gonna
happening
be
now.
real. I do enjoy it. I'm not gonna front.
I enjoy it too. Don't think I didn't. Don't trust me. Trust me. When I was 30, I wish women were in public letting us smack their asses and stuff like this. Trust me, this would have been great.
Yo,
But that's
I'm sorry, sir.
misogynistic, and you shouldn't be doing it. But yet they continue to objectify themselves, and it's fucking retarded. It makes no sense. It's stupid. But yet, if you look at it in a certain way, you're a weirdo or a creep or a goof. But yet, all of our women are in public doing this goofy shit. Like this is retarded. So we're doing too much. That's the world we live in, and I'm fine with that.
Anybody see the woman? Anybody see she gotta be 70 years old.
They
on Facebook talking about I'll rock your world and all. I said, I got on. I said, lady, go watch your grandkids.
That was about 2 weeks ago, though.
You seen her, right?
I know what he's talking about.
There's no age limit to thottery. Remember when we had the 40 plus and still thotting episode maybe 5 months ago? We had a show on the same stream, 40 plus and still thotting about 4 months ago. And we were asking, what is the cutoff age to shaking your ass on social media? Like 50, 60,
when your knees and your back give out. Your knees and your back give out. That's the cutoff. Why you bullshit?
What the fuck are we doing? Bitch is 70. She's on a walker. She's trying to twerk, but this bitch needs a walker. What are we doing right now? Like,
don't get me started on that shit, dog. The shit I be seeing up there.
Yo, it's insane, man. It's insane. Romy Rome says, "Yeah, I saw the video. Ice-T, young daughter twerking in the front yard with all adult females cheering her on." Well, that's the culture we live in right now, because now you have the older women even cheering on the young girls to try to indoctrinate them into the thottery that we in was all of a sudden. How are old ass women that were growing up in traditional society? Hold on, B. Grew up as traditional. How the fuck can you be in thought mode right now? I mean, some of them were just hoes since they was kids, and we can't. There was always hoes, and there was always the good girl. The majority of in our age chicken burrito. This is why it seems so crazy to you that while we're talking about this and why this matters. Because in our time, this shit was unfathomed, unheard of. It was unacceptable in society. It was disgrace. It was disgusting for a teenager to have a baby. It was totally unheard of and disgusting. If we were in high school and there was a girl that was pregnant, they would have to send her ass down, quote unquote, down south or to another place in the country that they don't know her so she can have the baby. It was unacceptable for pregnant girls to be walking around in high school. So you got to realize, like, I could have a 30-year-old son. So technically, and I'm not pulling no OG rank on you. Like, I could have a son your age, chicken burrito, to be honest. So, but think about it. When we were kids, this kind of shit we seen was something you would never imagine possible.
They used to wear 4 coats to hide the belly.
They didn't wear tight jeans. Everything was fucking covered. You didn't see asses and titties. There wasn't.
No, I'm talking about the ones in high school that got pregnant.
Pregnancy. Oh, they had to get rid of them. They couldn't go through a fucking pregnancy. I don't know about.
Nah, I know a few. I know a few, but they wore. You remember the triple fat gooses? They had on 3 of them to hide the pregnant belly.
I remember that, but in school, we used to, for the most part, they used to have to ride that shit out in high school if they didn't have somewhere down south to send that fucking daughter to have that baby. God damn it. That's the only way that she stayed and carried a term through pregnancy, and now was with full shame. All the neighbors look down on her. The whole community look down on you like you're a shame. It's a fucking shame. But now it's the norm. So that's why you're like chicken burrito. You're kind of thrown off by this conversation that these 3 old niggas are having, because it's like, bro, this shit was totally insane to even fathom that
So I mean,
get this low.
So
It's normal for you because you grew up in this shit, but we didn't. So that's why.
But for me, still there was still shame attached to it. Like my parents, like my dad's in the end of this month. He's gonna be turning 70 years old. So it's not like I was raised around people my age or nothing like that. So
No. But your peers are your age. Like, you grew up around the school with children your age, is what I'm saying. Not saying you don't have.
The norm for the norm for 16-year-olds to be walking around pregnant. It wasn't like cool or widely accepted for me, at least.
That shit was, but I mean, I'm not saying that, you know what I mean, but it became, as time as every generation turned over. So you would be considered a zennial, not a millennial. What would your
No, I'm a millennial. I think
like the bottom stage millennial. Okay.
Huh?
You in the borderline of like the end of the millennial stages.
I think the Gen Y. What's after me?
I have no idea. I'm just guessing. That's why I asked you. But whatever it is,
I think
more normal.
I think millennials are probably about like 41 years old till about.
We Googled it, dog. We Googled it. Millennials started in the 80s. I didn't believe it.
Yeah, millennials are old. Millennials are old.
About 40 right now. So millennials.
No, I'm a millennial as well, though. Yeah. 40.
Yeah, millennials right behind
to
Gen
like
X.
Maybe.
They're right behind
41
Gen
to
X.
maybe like 27 or some shit like
late
that.
20s. So you're full in that umbrella. Okay, copy. So late 20s to damn near 40. So say 30 to 40, 28, 27 to 40. But like in our era, like this shit was crazy. You know what I mean? Like kind of shit. So we're looking at basically the collapse of society in front of us. But it's all good.
What they calling them that? Back in the 80s,
we wasn't calling them millennials
because I remember back when I was in the 8th grade. Back when I was in the 8th or 9th grade, I remember they called us Gen X. I remember that.
Yeah, but the millennials weren't born yet because we didn't have kids yet. Remember, we sprang birth, and maybe the late stages of the baby boomers sprang birth to these children. I'm not saying he's a child, but you understand what I'm saying? So if you're 50, you have a child that may be 20 or somewhere 20 to 30 for the average individual that's our age that has children, whether it's in that age range or earlier. So if you gentlemen have children, for example, The children would be
my son is 24.
20. That's what I'm saying. The kids would be around 20 to 30. So some niggas I knew
Right.
fucked up and had a kid at 18. So I know a nigga that got a 30-something-year-old kid.
Right. So I think Gen X.
You understand what I'm saying?
I think 24 is like the generation after millennial. I think like Gen X would be more likely to have baby boomers would be more likely to have a millennial kid.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. So give or take. So between the baby boomer and the Gen X, we would have a kid between 20 something to 30 something. Copy. I get it. But basically what I was getting at, it's just like, yeah, man, like the shit we see nowadays is really wild. Like Romy Rome says, it's safe to say she going to grow up to be ain't shit bitch just like her mama. Sometimes, yeah, if her mama thotting, she gonna definitely be thotting, man. A lot of thought culture is inherited also. Thought culture, all of that shit, unfortunately.
Yeah. Who's Ice-T's wife? Who's Ice-T's wife?
No, we said the daughter, not the wife.
She's the chick that LL took home to the bathroom.
I don't know if Coco. I don't know if he married Coco. It could be Coco. I don't know, but I don't know who the daughter
He
is.
married Coco. Yeah, he married Coco.
That's Coco.
He married
That's
Coco.
what I'm saying.
That's Coco baby. That's Coco baby. Yeah.
So Coco was endorsing the daughter being a hoe. I mean, not being a hoe, but twerking and doing that sexual stuff is a minor. Exactly, because it's generational. Thottism is generational. Thottery. Exactly. If your mom's is a thought, you're probably gonna be a thought. Or if your mom's was a sex worker or sexual something, the apple don't fall far from the tree.
What was Coco before she married Ice-T? She was a thought.
Naked. I just seen her naked with a goddamn shotgun on the cover, thotting. She was a stripper. Thotty.
So is that, like I said, is that the one?
Yeah, she was the shotgun thotty.
So that's the one. That's the one LL was talking about on that record.
No, that was Darla.
Okay, that was the one before her.
Coco was the blonde. Darla was the one.
Darla was on the power cover
with the blonde
came
hair.
After her. No, Coco's got the blonde hair. Darla had the dark.
But they were both whole bitches. Okay, copy. Both sides.
Coco, I don't know what she did before, but Coco met Ice before he started doing Law and Order. She tried to keep him on the straight and narrow for the most part. Cause they kept asking Ice, would he ever go back to that old life? And she was like, why? He did that already. She jumped on that quick. She wasn't having it. They had to be comfortable. I had to leave him be because I was like, she must have been somebody. I thought she had implants or whatever because she was a thick.
Yeah,
and they just had that baby girl, what, 5-6 years ago?
I don't know.
And dude is so happy. And she looked just like him. She looked like Ice. She just looked just like Ice-T.
I ain't mad at you, man. Goddamn, you should be happy with a millionaire, famous ass nigga. You're supposed to be
trying to stay out of jail. He on the straight and narrow. He thought New Jack City was just a joke. His life been changed since New Jack City. He been so 100% legit.
Yeah,
I'm like, man,
your life should change after you make a few $1 million. After a few $1 million, you should get off the street and stay on the straight and narrow.
Movies. Joker was everywhere, man. I don't like the baby girl and all that, but I ain't gonna say nothing either because I know ain't nobody gonna mess with it. You mess with Ice-T and his crew, you done.
I ain't mad, but you don't want your daughter on them streets. No, it's not all about messing with anybody. It's about raising your daughter as a thought or not. That's kind of the issue I was trying to hit on the head. Like you don't, especially if you're rich and famous, you really shouldn't. You know what I mean? You should kind of preserve conservative values, but that's just my conservative standpoint. Like if I was, even as my poor self, I wouldn't want my daughter to be a thought, and I wouldn't want her. I would try to preserve her innocence, even though you can only do so much. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what is Rev Run daughter? Because she out there, her name is out there a lot.
I ain't going there with you.
Well, listen. Well, she's too grown right now. She's a grown ass woman, so it's different. But I mean, as far as like.
Bow Wow going to hell for what he said about her.
Underage. I mean, like underage, like teenage daughters and preteen daughters. I mean, you don't want them to be out there on social media, like popping that, busting their thing open and stuff, because it looks crazy. Like, not if you like, that's just you save that for low class folks, not for people that are supposedly affluent and famous and things like that. You should actually. Not, you know what I mean? Like half of the rappers and stuff out there that telling your kids to go shoot up the place, their kids are in college. You know what I mean?
We had
it's surprising to see somebody famous. Yeah, so it's surprising to see somebody that's rich and famous seeing their daughter involved in thought and felonious activities because they should know better. That's no end to the means.
Absolutely.
Preaching from the smoke stuff. fellas, it's been real. We've been 3 and change out here, man.
Yeah. So 10 after 11, I got to get up early in the morning. I got to drive all the way out to Pennsylvania 3 hours.
Oh man, yo, get that smoke, gangster. You know what I mean? Get that sleep. You know what I mean? Good. Thanks for joining us. Gangster Lifestyle. You also have a channel on YouTube. Check him out.
Yeah, I got to get. Well, it's downtime, but because I do motorcycle content, but
sure,
it's
it don't matter.
downtime.
It don't matter the content player. Nah. Hey man, you know I ride too. You know
we're gonna incorporate the travel with the motorcycle, because when we get on these road trips, that's gonna be part of it.
That is traveling, brother. That is traveling.
Yeah.
And for those that, and even if I know it's not bike season right now because I ride too and I'm in the city also, but at the same time, for those that are not familiar with your with your channel, they can still subscribe, check you out, see what other content you have up there until you get the season popping and get new content out. So you know what I'm saying? Everybody that's new that comes to a channel, we see what's in the stash.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure. That's the Gangster Lifestyles. You're also on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram at Big Gans. All small, no caps. BIGGANZ.
At Instagram. Boom. And your channel on YouTube, once again?
The Gangster Lifestyle TV.
Exactly.
Even though I might change the title again, we'll see. I'm trying to think of a better name.
It's not. That's not bad. And that's GANZZ. That's with 2 Z's. GANZZA lifestyle, not gang stuff, but Gans stuff, like gangster.
Yeah, I'm trying to separate it from the gangster. So
for sure. That's a good look right there. Thanks for joining us, my dude. You know what I mean? Catch you on the next episode. I shall see you around in the chat rooms. You know how we get down.
Yes, sir.
Chicken Burrito, your channel is Chicken Burrito 3. I know you're not putting up content yet, but you're still in the mix, correct?
Nah, so I got another channel. It's the Nick and Bean podcast. It's NFL gambling, fantasy football, stuff like that.
Oh shit. Say I didn't even know that, man. Look at because we rock like that too. Oh man, that's a whole nother connection right there, bro. We connected in the travel and I didn't know you was doing that.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So you heard those channels, man. You on Instagram also?
Yeah, the Instagram's just my personal Instagram. It's at n.o.francis. I want to say.
There you have it on the IG, man. Tony D, give us your links real quick before we wrap it up,
man,
my dude.
Y'all already know. TONYTON72 on Twitch and Instagram. TONYTON163 on Twitter. You always find me up here with Ace, my man Ace World Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. Check them out Sundays. I'm with you. Late Night Parents with Ted Hicks. I'm over there with them. Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast with Glick and Jeff. I'm over there. I do my own thing every now and then. I'm on Mixcloud. I'm everywhere. Y'all gonna see me. Ace can find me if you can't find me. You got the primary links right there that I just told you to see everything else at. I got a link tree. I don't want to throw that whole name out there because I don't need nobody on my Facebook, and I'm tired of people requesting my Cash App and not sending me no money. I'm tired of y'all. I don't care what country you're from. I don't care what gender you are. Stop asking me for my Cash App if you ain't gonna send the money for real. Since you found me up there, go and drop the deposit. I might respond to your monkey asses. Y'all getting on my nerves. Y'all make me sick. It's 2023. I'm tired of trolls. I'm tired of agitators. I'm tired of instigators. I'm tired of the negative. I'm tired of the pessimistic. I'm tired of the damn depressed, bored. And y'all getting on my nerves. It's gonna be a new generation of social media, and we're gonna change it up. Check out the last broadcast I did on my Twitter that I just told y'all about. Ace, I appreciate you fellas. Good meeting y'all. Everybody in the chat, everybody who was here, holler at your boy. We up in here, man.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Happy New Year, goddamn it! Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Smoke that shit, you motherfucker.
Thanks for joining us, fellas. Happy New Year once again. Please like, share, subscribe, and we out of here, y'all. One love.
Peace.
I do.
Later.
Yes, sir.